Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to our latest adventure. Thank you guys for being here so early. You might notice there's something a little different today. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I feel like my words are being recorded a little more directly than they've ever been recorded. It's odd. It's an odd feeling. That's why it took me so long. Sorry to keep you waiting there, Imaginarium. That's why it took me so long. I was setting that up. So now we have subtitles. So not only do our closed captions work, we actually have subtitles that will capture us while we are streaming. I don't know if it's going to be a net benefit yet, but I will. I'm just trying to. We're trying it. We're going to try it out. I don't know if I'm going to keep it above my head the way it is, or if I'm going to put it on the bottom of my screen. But yeah, that's kind of like my game plan for now. We're running a test, so you guys can tell me if it feels good up here, or if you think it would be better along the bottom of the screen or something. I kind of like it like this. This is kind of neat. I feel like it gives it a bit of an RPG vibe, but that's just me. But yes, welcome Imaginarium. Thank you, Yama Imaginarium and Zeke VT or Zeki VT. Zeki, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you, man. Thank you for being first, dude. Zeki beat Imagine. That's crazy. That's crazy that Zeki beat you, Imaginarium, because I know that Zeki's probably prepping for his own stream stuff. He was probably just chilling out on Twitch. Sees me go live, pop it. You're on the page and you missed the first. That's wild. Got him. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, bro. Brongo, good to see you guys. Hodim, welcome to the chat. Yeah, my stream startup. That was my stream starting screen. So I have a little startup sequence, and that's that startup sequence. I don't do like the stream starting soon, just text. I like to make it a little more visual, give it a little more presentation. Hi, Valley. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'm not sure. What do you guys think about the subtitles? Are they pretty good? I don't know why, but I have two sets of subs, one above your head with the rest. That's because you have closed captions turned on. So your closed captions right now are turned on, and that's why you have two sets. So if you turn off closed captions, you'll have one set. But that, I guess, comes back to the question. It's like for those that are watching perhaps in a different language, I feel like the closed captions are really good because you can watch that in any language. I think it translates live, right? But those without closed captions, that just kind of like watch with the stream low volume or muted, because I know I do that sometimes. I watch streams with very low volume, and sometimes it's really hard to hear what the streamer is saying. I feel like captions would help, and I don't know if it's net value added. I'll leave it to you guys. If you tell me it's net value added, then we're going to keep it. If you guys tell me it's not net value added, we'll get rid of it. But we're going to run it like this for this stream. At least this is like the test run, the pilot run, if you would. This is the pilot version, so we're testing it. What's going on, Cass? Good to see you. It's good to see you in. Give me 1 second. Let me get my music up and going. Bongo's like, you just saved me so much time. Bongo, this is why I wanted you to come to the stream. I wanted you to see if this is good, or do you want to keep doing it the way we've been doing it? Because if I separate it and put it at the bottom of the screen, Bongo, then you can still add captions manually, because I do like our white captions as well. But perhaps we can just do it differently. Yeah, for the long videos, you're right. This would probably be really, really good for those long videos. You're absolutely right on that. That'll be great for the long video. Yeah, I think so too. It will definitely be shorter, but I think it doesn't look visually as nice. But it might reduce the amount of encoding that you'd have to do. So I don't know, man. You should and would know better than me, Bongo. So I'll go with whatever you say. If you say that this is better, we'll run this. If you say that this is not as good as the other text that you put on, then I'll keep it privately hidden. You know what I mean? We just got the buff here, so I'm trying to get out to a spot before all the spots fill up. Nice. Nope, this spot's taken. Damn it. I thought it was free for a second. Guess it's not. We just got the Orbiter buff, and I was on my way out here, but I was like, oh, I'll do my bosses first. And then what happens? They pop the buff, of course. So now, instead of doing Rift bosses, I'm now looking for a spot, but I don't think I'm finding one. Oh, we got one. Nice. This is a good spot too. Okay, this spot that I'm in right now, guys, I want to show you. This spot is different than all the other spots that are like this, and I'll show you why in just a second. Let's get our loot buff up, running. This and tent buff, install, shop. I'll explain why while we're grinding, why this spot is better than the other spots. And Bongo, this could be a good part 2 for you for the series. Angler! Thank you for gifting us up to Easy Wonders. We love to see it. The first sub of the stream, no less. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Good. Thank you for starting us off, man. Thank you for starting us off with one community sub. Very wholesome. Sinubella, so good to see you. I've never seen you in the stream, I don't think. Well, I have. It's very rare. You're a rare spawn. The rare Sinubella. So you know what, Bongo? Show her on her screen where she can select closed captions and tell me if the closed captions are in Spanish for her. Because if they're in Spanish for her, then we're in really good shape. That's a really, really good indication. But yeah, could you do me a favor and just see if they're in closed captions in Spanish? That way she can see Español Zeroden. Like I'm like a daytime soap opera. Cat, get off my monitor. Jesus. You think here, do I have all my buffs up? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Why do I feel like that something's missing? Nothing should be missing. El Zeroden. She's testing, cool. The only thing I actually know how to say in Spanish, like fluently, is please stand clear of the door. I learned that in the monorail when I was like 5 at Disney World. Please stand clear of the door. Por favor, manténgase los labios de las puertas. That's all I know. That's because I said it so much. You think if that's all I'd said, that I spoke Spanish? It does. It lives in everyone's head rent free. It's part of the quintessential experience of Disney World. What's up, Imagine? Imagine? Por favor, me de unos tacos. Are there kitties? There is an orange boy. An orange boy doth layeth upon the bed. He's the floof. You know it. Link. It's Linky boy. It's the Linkian. The orange baby. The creamsicle. He's not really full orange. He's creamsicle. If he was full orange, he'd be more crazy, but he's creamsicle. Nice. Another crystallized energy of end times. Oh, right. I promised to tell you guys why this would be different. He is in the bed. He is in the bed. He layeth upon thy hallowed ground. Oh, he's getting up. Wait, don't do anything. He's getting up. He's walking away. Link, it's like he knew. I swear it's like he knew. He's hot. He's just walked away. Only Spanish subs at the moment. English. Oh, only English. Okay, so when you press closed captions, Bongo, the black text at the bottom is only in English, just to be clear. Did he do the thing to you? He blacked you out, Chris? Yes, he did. About to press on enter on the room. He'll be back. He gets up and he gets up and down all the time. He'll be up and down. He'll be back. So I was gonna say this spot, Bongo, for the grind spot video or the how to grind Orbidon, we need to do a part 2. Part 1 is for low DP. Part 2 is for high DP. Right? We're gonna do part 2. First of all, we're gonna talk about why Sanctified Mercy, this specific spot at Sanctified Mercy, is the best spot. Just give me 1 second. Let me pull up my map. All right. This specific spot right here at Sanctified Mercy, right where I'm standing, just northeast of Sanctified Mercy, is the best spot. The reason that this spot is the best spot is if you are an AoE grinder, like let's say you're a Megu, right? Or you're something that has large AoEs. The towers are actually focused differently here than they are in the other spots. In the other spots, all the towers are staggered, but here specifically, the towers are not staggered. You can see there's 2 thin towers side by side, which if you're an AoE class, you can actually splash damage both of those towers at the same time. This gives you higher loot because you're going to get more titans per hour, right? And the same thing happens with the thicker towers. You can see those 2 thicker towers are positioned side by side. So if you're a large AoE class, you can actually grind both of those towers at the exact same time, getting their health lower and therefore delivering the titans sooner. This gives you the best loot per hour in this particular spot for AoE classes. So in my opinion, this spot is the most competitive spot. So that's part 1 for you, Bongo. Part 2 is going to be The tower, the methodology is you just go after one tower after the next. So you're going to go straight for one tower, all the thin towers, and you're going to go for all the thick towers one at a time. You're going to anticipate the golem. This is for higher DP because if the golem appears, it's not going to kill you. Right now we're waiting, but I'll do a better one when we're actually on the tower. Actually, I'll do a better one. I'll narrate it on the next what's it called? Tower run. How's that? What's up, Tony? How's it going, pal? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Yeah, well, on the next rotation, we'll play it. I'll kind of give it the full explanation. You got your silent shoes. Congrats! One step closer, my friend. You are one step closer to glory. There we go. Now I should be at max drop rate. We need those end time shards. I did use one of the end time shards to increase my back attack damage. Today we're gonna get to another 30 end time shards. Once we're at 30, we're gonna use it for our crit damage crystal. This should increase our overall damage output to 1%. Try and retain information. You don't have to retain it. You just got to clip it and then edit it. Let's see. That's another end time shard. This is good. End time shard's good. If we're really lucky, our Idana will pop these back to back, and we'll be in great shape. What's going on, Danny? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome in. First chatter on YouTube today. Welcome, pal. We're going to be at this for quite a bit today. We have a lot of end time shards together. We just got the hour out here started, so we're going to be out here for an hour, just chit chatting and grinding at the same time. Potentially not dying, hopefully not dying. It's not nighttime, so we're up huge. Every time they've done this, it's been like pretty close to nighttime, and I end up grinding out here at night. Grinding out here at night is dangerous, dude. You can just flop over and die. It's just that easy. You just die about it. But Danny, can you do me a huge favor? Hey, Roald, welcome in, buddy. Do me a huge favor, guys. Those of you guys that are watching on YouTube, can you tell me if you hear music? You shouldn't be hearing any music, but if you do, I need to know. I have it written so that the YouTube version doesn't have any music because YouTube is very particular about its audio. It really does not like songs in the background. On Twitch, we're jamming out. But on YouTube, I don't think we can. All right, so here's the thick towers. You can see these two thick towers. They're side by side. You see how they're right next to each other? That means that if you're a large AoE class with good splash damage, you can actually hit both of these towers at once. I hope you get picked for the castle. I don't understand how it works. So the way it works is the people with the highest gear score get the first, I think, 3 slots. Like the first 3, the top gear score players get the first 3 slots, and then after that, it's basically pickings for whoever's left. So after the first 3 slots, it's like RNG for the next 7. So I haven't been picked yet. My gear is not high enough to be guaranteed the slot. So I'm working at it. But I mean, honestly, there's guys out there that have deck everything and I don't. So that's what it is. No, not that I can hear, bro. Great. Thank you so much on that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Welcome in, Chill Solo. Welcome in, chatters, guys. I need to integrate the chat for YouTube to appear on stream on both sides. I haven't done that yet. I owe that to you guys. I had to turn off my YouTube stream from the last one. I did say I'd be doing YouTube and Twitch going forward. YouTube actually has the advantage with quality because I'm streaming at a 10,000 bit rate for YouTube, but Twitch caps me out at 8K. So the stream quality should actually be higher on YouTube, but unfortunately you're not going to get my custom playlist. That's the sad part. But I will be adding integration for you guys there on YouTube to enjoy the chat together so we can get a mixed chat. For now, you can see what the folks on Twitch are saying by reading the chat on screen. And yeah, slowly but surely, we're adding new things. We're making the stream just a little bit better. Today, we added subtitles. As you can see above my head, I have subtitles, which is awesome, which is really cool. It's good for those guys that like to watch with the music down or the volume down. Maybe you're trying to watch, like, you're next to grandma or something. You don't want to disturb her. You don't want to disturb her with the amazing voice of Zeroden. So the best way to do it is you just play it quietly. Play it very quietly. Why is my Agris... Oh, there we go. Agris fever points have been activated. Good. There we go. Now we're getting out. Hello, YouTube brothers and sisters. Yeah, Yama's saying hi to you guys on there. Nice, nice. Console's a nightmare, but it's getting better, though. I hear that the console did get an update. I think the big thing that was shackling console there, Chill Solo, is the fact that they were catering to both the PS4 and the original Xbox 360 over just the Xbox One and the PS5. Now that they're only catering towards the later consoles, it's going to improve your game. But I do feel bad for those console players that can't really migrate over. But also, like, how long can you do that? Like, how long can you shackle the progression of a game on the older generations of consoles? I think this is a problem that a lot of MMOs that do like multi-platform streaming are having right now, or multi-platform gaming. So like games that are ported over from PC, or games that share clients with PC, like let's say Destiny, or it's not so much a problem with Destiny, honestly. It's a pretty good optimized game. But like Final Fantasy 14, for example, right? Final Fantasy 14 can only perform as well as their worst console can perform. So if their worst console is, and I know it's not the case, but I'm just throwing an example out there. Let's say the worst console generation that they have on their platform is PS3. Well, guess what? All the content they generate has to be playable on a PS3, and it has to be playable well on a PS3. That's the problem that a lot of these games have, where they don't play well or they don't perform well because they just don't, they can't handle it. I wonder if they're building them up to merge to PC. I doubt it. What I can see happening, what I can foresee happening there, Yama, is them allowing an account migration, like a one-time account migration. I can see that happening. You know who did that? Warframe did that. Warframe did that for a while. There was a one-time account migration where you could migrate your account from the console to the PC, because they had originally promised full console and PC integration, and they didn't have it on delivery. It was DOA because they couldn't get past Sony censors. So they enabled it that way, where you could just migrate over to the PC, and that was a one-time thing. And I kind of regret not doing that. RIP FF14. I miss my old laptop. Would be nice. Yeah. I wanted to like FF14, dude. I really did. I'm such a Final Fantasy fan too, and I really, really wanted to enjoy Final Fantasy 14, but it's just so slow paced for me. It's just not for me. It's just because of its slow pacing, it just ends up being just not the game for me. I think this game is pretty much like what I've always wanted in MMO, minus now with the GVG changes. I really miss the old GVG system, the wildness of being out in the world, and I guess the GVG system wouldn't be so bad if negative karma just wasn't so damn punishing, but it really is. Negative karma is such a punishment in this game. So you're a console player, right, Chill Solo? So what was your like console adventures like for like the GVG system? Your landscape must have been so different than ours. On PC, we got pretty unhinged. It got pretty serious for some of the PC players, but I always imagine what the console players had it like. And I also I couldn't even wrap my brain around horse training for the consoles. I was like, bro, what is horse training even like for the average console player? Like, how does that even work for them? Because like we leave our game on. Can you leave your game on? Wouldn't that just fry your console? You're literally lowering the lifespan of your console, I'd say. Hell. Yeah, you probably have to babysit that shit, bro. On PC, we just let that bad boy go overnight. No big deal, because the PCs are meant to stay on. You don't PvP much? Do you do any like Node War or Siege War stuff? Laggy as hell on console? RIP. Yeah, so like I imagine because of the way console is structured, you probably don't talk as much to other console players. You know what I mean? You're not like, there's not as much like, hey, go fuck your mother type shit. There's probably not a lot of that. Like maybe that's as tame as it gets. On PC, we got pretty unhinged. People were finding where people live, sending the messages at work and stuff. It's crazy, bro. PC was nuts. PC was bananas. We had it different, bro. We had corruption in here. She's our CM the other day on the PC side. She's one of our community managers for Pearl Abyss. And she was in the chat. She's like, I kind of miss the old drama streams. Well, on one hand, I was like, I miss the drama content. I don't miss the insanity that it got to, because it got pretty bad. It got pretty bad. I guess from an outside observer, she was very entertained, which I don't blame her for it, because entertainment's entertainment. When it's not your drama, it's fun. But for me, I was like, hell no, dog. That was nuts. PC, we just took that entirely too far, bro. That shit was nuts, dude. It was crazy. It was just too unhinged. We had to like try and get them to get their hinges back on. I'll love it to be on PC, to be honest. Well, PC is only a purchase away, my friend. It's only, it's an expensive purchase, but it's only a purchase away. All you gotta do is buy it. The earliest, the worst time to start BDO is yesterday. You know that. Everyone who's ever played BDO knows that. Modern Warfare 2 back in the day was like that. Okay, so here's the thing. I have to translate in my brain when I see MW2 because I don't think Modern Warfare, I don't think in my head Modern Warfare automatically. I think Mech Warrior 2. The game that I started my guild on was Mech Warrior 2, and that was also MW2. Right now we're all the way up to Mech Warrior 5. They actually just released an expansion today. I think it's called Legacy of Kerensky. Kerensky, I should say. I think that released today, and I haven't even beaten clans, which I'm really sad about. I need to grab Mist and keep playing, but I was playing with one of my guildmates, Clavo. Cat, Chris, can you stop cussing the cat out? You yelled at me on your stream for cussing the cat out, and here you are cussing the cat out. You know what? I know he turned off your monitors. You know what he keeps doing to me? He keeps hitting my stream deck. I told you he's being a bastard. And you're like, stop yelling at Link. Yeah, you hypocrite. Hypocrite. Dang woman. True, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. Me, I think Mech Warrior 2 immediately. That's the first place my brain goes. You love Modern Warfare? Wait, did you love Mech Warrior or Modern Warfare? Yama, I still have to play through Mech Warrior 5 clans. Me and Chris got about halfway through it, and then we just stopped playing, and I really need to go back and play it. Like, my problem is, as always, I'm like suffocating in the amount of games I want to play versus the amount of games I actually have time to play. Like, that's my problem. That's truly my problem. And then, like, what's happening at the end of the month? We're getting Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, guess what? I'm playing the hell out of that. MW2, 31C, Combat, Top, What's going on there? Pacific Rim. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? I forgot how to say hello in Russian. You told me once and I forgot. Privet, I think you said, right? Privet? Privet, Pacific. Give me 2 minutes fighting my boss. You have at that, boss. We got Chris to do Jordine today. We're up huge. Up huge, dude. She actually did Jordine before reset. Now the question is she going to use her token when she does Jordine this week? She's going to do it before Sunday. Is she going to use her token and join in the PvP tournament? That's the real question. Chris, are you going to do that? Huh? You should. You like PvP. You should do it. Even just participating is really fun. Plus, you're a Nova. You already have a higher chance of winning. Modern Warfare 2 is on the 360. Didn't they just do a remaster recently there, Danny? I think they did a remaster very recently. Yep, see, Pacific, I remember. But you know, one of the nice things about me not being like a gigabig streamer, Pacific, is that like I can remember small details from the chatters that come in. Like I remember every time you connect, you're Russian, you always say "Privet, Zeroden," and I'm like, he always says hello, and what is that word? And I'm like, oh, you, without realizing it, you've been training me to speak Russian. So it's kind of cool. If you start using new words, I'll start using new words too. I got my first Sovereign Weapon Awakening on an Awakening Nova main. Nice. My wife is a Chrysidra Hunter. That's my significant other, right? She plays a Succession Nova, and she has been a Succession Nova main. In fact, sitting behind us is our classes. Hey, Solus, what's going on, bro? Oh man, I love that. I love that emote, dude. It's so good. It's so good. It's for so many reasons. It's so good, dude. I love that emote. We got to get some of our emotes over on the YouTube side of the house. The problem with our YouTube emotes is that our YouTube emotes they won't let me put animated emotes up, and that kind of sucks. I have to put all our static emotes up. You guys are missing out. I'll tell you that. Dope community. I do as well. Yeah, dude. Those we have. You know what? Can I do commands? Like, do I have a bot on the YouTube? Is that a possibility? Like my YouTube chat? Can I add a bot to it? I don't think I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I've tried. Do me a favor. Chill Solo, type exclamation follow age. One word, follow age. I just want to see if the command, well, maybe that wouldn't work. What's a basic command that would work on both? Maybe exclamation game might work? What's a command that would work for both, Chris? A command that would work for both. Like a stream, like an element, stream elements bot command that would work for both Twitch and YouTube. I don't know if my Twitch bot or my stream bot is in the chat on YouTube. I know I've streamed on YouTube before. I just don't know if I've added them to the channel. I don't even know if you can add them to the channel. I got to try. I'm gonna try after this Titan. After I kill a Titan, while we're waiting, I'll see if I can't add it in if it's not there already. I just gotta go to Stream Elements and try and send it in. There we go. All right, let's go Stream Elements and try and see if we can't add it in. Let's go to YouTube version, YouTube dashboard. Hey, thank you so much for the follow there, Spell Jinxer. Welcome in, pal. Welcome in. Guys, everyone that follows, just FYI, every person that follows, I always try to pronounce your name. I will always try to pronounce your name. So if you're following the channel and you have a hard name to pronounce, even if I don't do well, I'm going to try. So, just an FYI, if you want to hear me say your lovely name, that's just one opportunity to. All right, let's go to streaming tools. No, chatbot. That's what I want. Chatbot. Chat commands. All right, let me see. Let me try it on the YouTube chat. Well, that didn't work. How do I add the bot? To the I gotta see how to do this. Continue. There it is. Connect. The chat bot says in, got the bot working, unscuff this YouTube stream now. Shut up. You shut your butt. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, Hammered Barnacle. I'm working on it. I'm new to YouTube streaming. This is like a new endeavor for me. But going forward, we're going to be streaming on YouTube all the time. So this is, while it's new for me, it will stay a thing going forward. We will always be streaming on YouTube now, moving on. Yeah, I don't think the bot's in, unless I can't see it, because I don't see it at all. He came back and he left again. Right now, what he's doing is he's sitting, Imaginarium, he's sitting between both monitors, and he's shutting off Chris's monitor every time he walks behind it with his big floofy butt. He's been coughing a lot lately. I don't really know why. He's been coughing and cuddly. Well, not coughing, but he's been throwing up a lot lately, and he's cuddling a lot. I don't really know what his deal is, but other than that, he seems perfectly healthy. He's not lethargic or anything. There's no other concerns. He still eats just fine. I do wonder if he's just having a lot of hairballs because, he's a cat and they throw up and he's very floofy, and it's summertime going into wintertime, so maybe that's it. I don't think he's sick. He seems otherwise perfectly healthy. So it might just be seasonal. I prefer YouTube, but I feel my messages to streamers don't get seen. So what I have right now is I have two chats up, Solace. I have the chat on YouTube up separately next to this chat. Actually, I should move these around. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect anyone to be in our YouTube chat, so I'm actually really happy to see that we have chatters in here. Like, this is pretty awesome for me. Like, I guess I had lower expectations of myself, but yeah. I think he's okay, Chill. I think he's okay. We just got, I'll see. Genuinely so, I think he's fine. There'd be other signs if he had some kind of serious problem. But, he's a fluffy cat. Cats throw up a lot. So it's kind of like, he just throws up a lot, I guess. Let's see here. Sounds like a lot of hairballs making him not feel great. Like I said, he's not lethargic. If he was lethargic, I'd be really worried, but he seems fine. He's very playful. He's very cuddly. He's very purry. He's very happy. He's his normal self. So I don't really, it's hard to see him as sick. It's more like, imagine if you had like a persisting cough or something. That's probably what it'd be similar to. Nice. And I can watch you while eating on my smart TV. Nice, Sandras. Nice. And like I said, we got subtitles now. So how do you guys like these? We've had them up for at least 30 minutes now. We've had a lot of time to absorb the subtitles in. How do you guys feel about these over the head? Do they feel good there? Would you rather them be at the bottom of the screen? What do you guys think? I feel like if you're looking at me talking, the subtitles are appropriate where they are. But if you're not, I don't know. I guess I've been tainted a little bit by like things like movies and anime. I always feel like subtitles at the bottom of the screen are very, very distracting. It makes me look away from the action. So I guess I have a bit of a bias when it comes to the subtitles, but that's just me. Like, that's just a me thing, and I recognize that. Maybe people are just used to seeing it at the bottom. I didn't notice them until you said something about their existence. Nice. So that's good. They're subtle. Yeah, they're subtle. That's what they should be. They should be subtle. I don't want them to be like so prominent where they're just stealing all the attention. I don't need. What reminds me of that old skit? What are those? Are those subtitles? You can't hear what I'm saying? I don't know if anyone remembers that one. I'm grinding while watching, so I might not be able to read chat so often. Hey, no worries, Roald. No worries, man. We're all grinding. I'm grinding while chatting too. Don't worry. Me and you. I'm on my tablet. I feel like if you're on your mobile, like if you're a mobile enjoyer there, Chill Solo. I just called you Cholo. Holy shit. Chill Solo. Like my brain did the thing where I just meld words. Like I have ADHD, bro. So like sometimes my brain will just combine things for no reason. And I have said some really questionable things over time. I think one was, I meant to say, I forgot what it was. There was one point in time where I said something really, really crazy. I meant to say behind me and I'm pancaked at the same time. And it came out like, I'm butt caked like 4 times in a row. And I couldn't, like my words, I could not unbind butt cake from my head. So I just kept saying butt cake over and over again. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm having a stroke. I grinded all as well until now. My goal was 10 billion today. 10 billion? Easy, bro. That's only like 5 hours. Dude, it happens to me sometimes. Like something will get locked into my head and it'll be stuck. But yeah, I was saying that I feel like if you're watching on mobile, it is more likely that you'll do that on YouTube than on Twitch. Because I don't know about you, but I hate Twitch's mobile interface. But also something about having subtitles on mobile to me is way more appealing because I usually watch from my phone with much lower volume. And that might just be a me thing. Twitch mobile is awful, dude. It is. It really is. It's so bad. It's like the worst. It just doesn't do what it should do. I don't know why. I don't know why their mobile app is so terrible. You ever try making a clip on mobile Imaginarium? It's freaking miserable. Butt cake is when you don't wipe properly. I kept saying it. I'm butt caked. I'm butt caked, and I just couldn't stop. Like I knew it was not what I wanted to say, but it's like my mouth wasn't cooperating. It's like I was on autopilot with my words, dude. It's crazy. Never again. Never attempting to clip on mobile. Nightmare. Yeah, same. I get it. Speaking of things that like, you know, bad things that sometimes happen. I had a dream the other day, and this was very recently. Like, I guess you could say it wasn't a dream, it was a nightmare because it definitely wasn't pleasant, right? So in my dream, I went to work with no pants on. And it's not because I showed up to work with no pants on or any of that stuff. I just forgot to put pants on. And I just like forgot. And it was like, oh, that's embarrassing. And I just kept working with no pants on, dude. It's like, well, this job's not going to finish itself. So I just kept working with no pants on, dude. My coworker had a dream like that last night, was telling me about it. Dude, it's the weirdest thing. I was like, in my dream, I was like, well, this is embarrassing, but that's okay. And people kept commenting that I was out of uniform because, you know, like you guys know I'm active duty military at this point. They're like, bro, you're what's wrong with where are your pants? It's not how we conduct ourselves. Like people kept giving me a hard time. And I was like, well, I can't do anything about it now. I'm already wearing no pants. Like in no reality would I go to work with no pants on and just accept my fate as the pantsless guy, right? But in my dream, apparently that's who I was. I was just confident pantsless man. It was casual Friday for me in that dream. So I took casual Friday a little bit too competitively, I guess. So I was just owning it, dude. I was doing competitive casual Friday. Oh man, that shit was funny. Hey, what can you do? Hey, sometimes you gotta own it, man. Sometimes you gotta own it. Oh, Jeebus. Oh no! Please don't break anything. Oh, nothing broke. We're awesome. We're huge. Bro, I was not paying attention. I deserve that L. I was wholly not paying attention for that. Yeah. Emotional roller coaster. No! Okay, we're fine. Dude, I'm telling you, it's the pets that are saving me. I clenched. Dude, my pets were saving me right there. Man, I remember when this guy used to PvP. Me too, Zudo. Me too. I remember that day. Did you see my last short I put up on YouTube? We were an adventurer once. You just go look at it. I uploaded today. If no crystal breaks, then it's a wash. We're fine. Yeah. I did the whole, we're all washed up. That's it. We're washed up. This is our life now. Only grind, only PvE. There it is, Gas. Gas got it, dude. We're washed, boys. We're washed. It's not just me. It's all of BDO. It's all of us. Every player's washed up. The suit edit, dude, that's all bongo. The suit edit's all bongo. Said F it, I have work. Yeah, Danny, I did. I said I had work to do, bro. I had, we have important work to do. We can't, just because we're not wearing pants doesn't mean the military has to stop doing what it does. All right, we got a job to do. Pants or no pants, I'm doing it. All right. And then, like, the reason that dream was honestly a nightmare wasn't the no pants situation. That was actually the least bad of the things that happened in the dream. The real negative thing that happened in the dream was I had a bubble in my tire wall. And that was the actual nightmare part. I was so upset to have the bubble in my tire wall, dude. Because that happened in reality, and I recently changed my tires. And get this, if you have a bubble in your tire wall, right, you can't, they won't rotate your tires for you. There's no tire rotation that happens if you have a bubble in your tire wall. They will not do it. So I had to run. I just basically rode my tires into the ground, and then I recently replaced all my tires. So I replaced all 4 tires, and apparently because my rims are bigger than the average rims, it was a lot more expensive. It went from being like a $200 to $400 endeavor to being like a $800 to $900 endeavor. It was expensive. But so like in my dream, and this happened like mind you fairly recently, in my dream, the bubble and the tire wall returned. And I was so upset with myself. I was so sad. It was honestly a nightmare situation. I was so depressed over that. What do you think about the buffs? The warrior buffs? I mean, the ones we got last patch were pretty negligible, to be honest with you, Royals. It's just, it wasn't enough. It's just not enough. That's all it comes down to. They need to give us more. A warrior is in such a negative state in terms of its buffs. It's like, meh, What's 2% doing for us? It gave us 2% on grave digging. It's not enough. Tire sidewall bubbles are indeed worse than no pants. Yes! I was very sad about the tire wall. That part really had me. I'm getting debated by my own dreams, dude. My own dreams are messing with me. A bubble in the tire wall. That's your life. Damn it. All right, let's see. We have 26. In 18 more, we'll be able to get... Oh, we have an attempt we're doing tonight, guys. We'll be doing another Nav attempt today. Maybe even 2 Nav attempts if we're lucky. We're definitely getting 1 Nav attempt, for sure. 1 Nav attempt today. I woke up and was like, oh, thank God it was a dream. Bro, that's exactly what happened. I literally was very, very upset. I've had dreams that were like genuinely depressing. All right, let me tell you about the worst dream I ever had in my life. All right. This is literally the worst dream I've ever had, and it was so bad I still remember it many years later. All right. Back in the early 2000s, I don't know if you guys remember this, but they were arresting people all across the United States for their racial affiliation. We were getting racially profiled, and it was an FBI initiative. We were getting racially profiled and arrested and held captive for being Arab. And I went to a job interview, and at the job interview, because of my name being an Arab name, I got arrested. They called the police and they said that I made a bomb threat, right? So that was crazy. I got arrested, and I had to go to, I told them what happened, and they're like, hey, we got to hold you. You got a $200,000 bond on you. I'm like, what? That's insane. And they said it was for a misdemeanor. So $200,000 bond for a fake misdemeanor. I had to fight it off in court. Anyway, I mean, I ended up fighting it off. It's all gone now, but still, it was a problem, right? The most depressing dream that I had was I was in jail, for the whole racial profiling thing. And I dreamt that I went to jail, and what could be worse than dreaming that you go to jail and then waking up in jail? That's the worst thing that could happen to you. That was so sad. That was probably one of the most depressing things that ever happened to me, dude. In jail for reasons that were beyond my control. Have a nightmare that you go to jail for reasons beyond your control. Wake up in jail for reasons beyond your control. That sucked. I did eventually get out. Obviously, it didn't stop me from, doing all the things that I do in life, all the great things that I do in life, because it was like legitimately racial profiling. It was crazy. But I'm very cautious about things when I say like, hey man, don't get me wrong. I love our country, but our country does have some racial shit, some racial institutionalization. It's a lot better now than it was. It used to be really, really bad in the early 2000s. When I joined the army initially, my fellow. So I told this story about the time I went to jail for racial profiling because I have to tell it. I have to tell it every time I do a security clearance investigation or anything crazy like that, right? So I told the story, and the soldiers gave me a nickname at that point. They said, and the nickname that they gave me was pretty endearing, honestly. They called me Mad Dog. Like, don't mess with him. He's a mad dog, bro. I used to drink an energy drink called Mad Dog, so they were like, that was his jail nickname, dude, Mad Dog. He's crazy, man. He's gonna scuff you up. Nerf Striker, thank you so much. Or thank you very much. Danny, they're gonna buff all the other classes, and then they'll nerf Warrior and they'll buff Striker twice. Here's how it works. If another class is getting nerfed, Striker gets buffed. If another class is getting buffed, Striker also gets buffed. And if two classes are getting nerfed and then buffed, two different classes get nerfed and buffed, Striker gets buffed twice. That's just how it is. That's how PA works, man. I'm pretty sure Jay himself plays a Striker, so that's the only logical explanation that I can think of. Yeah, that is pretty depressing, right? Yeah. Okay, I can't think of anything more sad than that. That shit was. It was a bad time. It was a bad time, Bob. Well, that's life, though. You know, you live, you learn. It taught me a lot, though. I never took that experience for granted. It was expunged from my record. It did get expunged, but it did teach me something, that there is some racism when it comes to the law. There is some racial consideration. I was in a really, really white state. That if I told you what state it was, you'd agree with me. Just think like maybe the upper eastern peninsula of the country, and like I'm talking about like north of New York. That whole peninsula, very white, and I was in a very white place, and I was definitely like my name looked very foreign to them. Nerf Slim J. Slim J is crazy. We should still call him Slim Jim here in the United States. You take the 2 and carry the 1 and make it a 17 buffs for Striker. I think, yeah, that's pretty much how it works. What about Mystic? I don't know. I think Mystic in PvP is fine. I think they do fine in PvP. I think in PvE though, Mystic could use a little love. I think Succession Mystic is kind of a weird one. I don't think they really balanced that one right. The Mystic ulti though is the only thing I don't like about Mystic, and I'm gonna be honest with you, is the vacuums in their ulti. The Mystic regular ulti is insanely strong, and their vacuums are really strong. And it's not really a problem by itself, but it becomes a huge problem when you start pairing it with secondary vacuum classes. And I'd be okay with vacuums if they counted as a CC. If vacuums put you on a CC counter, that would be perfectly fine by me, if I'm being completely honest. And it should. I don't know why it doesn't. But the fact that a class can vacuum you and it does not work, it basically roots you in place and it does not count as a CC is terrible. That's really bad design. Like, I mean, it's literally a root. Danny, imagine if you're playing World of Warcraft, right? And you're fighting a druid and he roots you and there's no diminishing returns. Striker or Mystic Vacuum is a root. And it should put you on, it should add to the cooldown counter. And they just won't do it. I don't really know why. You know, if they did that to Mystic, Nova, all these other classes, I would actually be fine with them. I just think Mystic 100 is so strong because it's one of those, it is a one hit. It is just one giga punch. It's like somebody socks you straight in the stomach and knocks all the air out of your system. It's crazy strong. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I forgot what it's called. Their punch attack, but Jesus Christ. In AOS, whenever I like Kuma Queen's on the other team, I always have to be like, guys, watch out. She's got 100 in the third round and it's going to hurt. They are. Imagine they are. Their punch takes out, like, even if you have high defense, like 75% of your HP, and it takes it out in one tick. That's the part that makes it crazy. It's a single tick of damage. It's just like, boop, you get screwed. Yeah, perfect blow. I mean, dude, it is literally a death blow. Which, I mean, I wish Warrior 100 worked like that. It's fast and it ticks immediately. If Warrior 100 worked like that, where it was fast and ticked immediately, it would actually be a good attack. But Warrior 100, while it looks cool, is probably the worst 100 in the game. I can't think of a worse 100. Maybe Nova 100 is pretty bad too. I think Suck Nova 100 is pretty bad. That's the name of the skill? Okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, perfect blow. The only kind of perfect blow I want never happens. Is not one I want in game. I do not want a perfect blow in game. I'd rather have that from my leaf blower, obviously. What, Cass? What do you think I was going to say? From your favorite Sucknova? Look, that's you guys being... Look at the girls in my chat being perverts. You girls are perverts, man. What's wrong with you guys? Come on. It's always the ladies. Am I right, guys? Shake my head. Isn't it always the ladies, fellas? They're always in here just being perverted. But yeah, if you're hit with the 3-shard skill from Mystic, that stuff hurts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Zudo. That's what I'm saying. Deadeye is 100% kind of bad. Is it? I think it was cool when it first came out. They were definitely trying to copy Overwatch with that 100%, for sure. But how could they make it better is the question, Danny. How would you say they could make that 100% better? Like I said, with Warrior, if they made it 1 tick and faster, it'd be great. Like, make that shit happen instantly. Don't have that long hang up and delay. Ah! No, wait! I thought it was an auto grind. Took my hands off the keyboard. I blew my nose. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I almost died. I guess the problem with with Warrior 100% is speed. Warrior 100%, the speed is really bad. I don't care if it's a small range. I don't care if it has to be precise attack. The speed is so bad that it's not a good attack. It needs a faster animation on the Deadeye one. I could buy that for $1. I think a lot of the 100s that are pretty bad just need to be faster. You know, if you think about Nova 100, it's the same way. If it was faster, it'd probably be better. Ooh, 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 ow. Chris, what do you think? What? How did I die? Why did I die? Why was I not healing? Dude, what is that? Heal, you bastard. I'm out of harmonies. That's why I died. I'm like, I should be healing off this. Hold up, my harmony's out. I need a Donny Hardy's. No crystal break again. Yep, we're good. If we die with no crystal break, it's fine. Our harmony fell off. That's why we died. I gotta buy more after this Titan right here. We gotta get harmonies up. Harmony. You know what I should do? I need to clock how many of these I get in an hour. How many, what's it called? Titans I get in an hour. I have to start clocking it, and I haven't been clocking it. Starting on the next hour, we'll clock how many Titans we get. I need a Donnie on one, so let's get these. Oh, thankfully there's a shitload on the market. Now I'm broke. Now that I purchased it, I'm broke. Not to worry, though. We've got plenty of things to sell. Yeah, that'll give me it backed up to $1 billion. That's good. Dude, tongue grads are kind of up. That's crazy. Tongue grads are up. Yep, Spell Drinkster. No crystal break. We are in good shape. Good shape. As long as the crystals don't break, we are A-okay. You want to see something cool? If I swear, if I cuss, right, on the text, it blocks the cuss. Watch, ready? Go fuck yourself. You see? Watch, it blocks the cuss. It's cool, right? What is that clip? What did you make? Oh my goodness. Please don't tell me you clipped me saying something crazy. Yeah, perfect blow. The only kind of perfect blow I want never happens. Is not one I want in game. I do not want a perfect blow in game. I'd rather have that from my leaf blower, obviously. What, Cass? What do you think I was going to say? From your favorite Sucknova? Z, I'm so happy the new armor for Shy has a long cape with a plate armor. Wait, the Adania armor has a long cape on Shy? I'm still watching and playing at the moment. You know what, Chill Solo? You're a hero. Not all heroes wear capes, but for me, you're a hero. On my brand new journey on YouTube, you're sitting there supporting me on it, dude. I can't ask for more than that. Thank you so much, man. Even if you're just grinding and hanging out, bro, I appreciate that shit. I do. I really do. Yeah, I don't mind seeing it, dude. That's kind of cool. I get the armor this week. I got the boots and the gloves first. I get the armor this week. So, I could get it today, but I really don't want to run into the problem where I can't use it today. Did anyone do their rush today? Did anyone do their boss today? I need to know. Because if you did your boss today and you got a, and you were able to use your token, that's fine. But if you did your boss today and you weren't able to use it, I'd really like to know. I need to know if I can enter the tournament today. I'm still 2 DP away from getting into Enslar. But I should be at Enslar very soon. You couldn't use the token today? Okay, nope. I'm not going to use it. And then if you can't use it, I'm not doing it. Don't do it, guys. If you can't use the token, you can't do it. Don't do it. No, you can't? Okay. Yeah. It's not worth. I'm like not paying attention, so I'm grinding the mobs for free now. I just wasn't even doing the towers. Like a dum-dum. I mean, end time shows we got 27. We need 3 more and we can do our next upgrade. Okay, we're in good shape. We're gonna at least get an upgrade today, without a doubt. Doubtlessly, we will get 1 upgrade. If I can get 3 before the hour's over, it'd be perfect. We can put in our crit stone and then start working back on our gins. There we go. Distorted origin. I don't want that. I ain't listening to that, as Roby Bird always says. Golem Keeper of Light emerges from the depths. Come and get it, Mr. Golem. I like that I could sell these Crystals of Ruin now. That's extra money for me. Each one of those is 8 million silver. It's pretty nice. It adds up. It does add up. Get 10 of them is 80 million. It seems like it's pretty good. Do you want to die again? What happened? You know what happened to you last time, Zudo? You didn't even know that I never even switched off my PvE lightstones. Just so you understand. Just so you understand how actually screwed you were. All right? You want to get mugged? You get out of here, I'll mug you again. Yeah, the Golem's gotten more KD than you. A better KD count. Unironically, that Golem has messed me up. How does it feel to get beat up by a washed up PvE streamer, huh? Zudo? Is that what you like? Is that a fetish? I don't understand the orbit of change coming. I don't either, Spell. I can't make heads or tails of it. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what it being having more health but dying sooner does for us. I guess my only wonder is that perhaps it has to do with, I don't know, the bug, I guess. I can tell Z grinded here when I check my fish and I see he died to a mob. You can't tell. I've grinded here many times without dying to mobs. All right, I only die to them sometimes. Cass, I have to remind those mobs that they can still win every once in a while. Literally, if I blink too long, I die. That's pretty much what happens. This golem here doesn't play around, bro. He's a business golem. He's all business all the time. This guy only shops at strictlygolembusiness.com. I hear the Adonia symbols are going away. Is that true? Is that happening next tomorrow? And if so, am I not going to be able to redeem the weekly tomorrow? Yeah, but they killed you at least once. I have proof. You have to understand that was like a goal of mine for a long time. I was still in my PvE shit, dude. That's the funny part. I was like, after you left, I was like, oh my god, I never got out of my PvE lightstones. I had a Kabua on. All that monster DR doing its work for me. And I couldn't get my bars to switch because my game was artifacting like crazy. The fact that I had Minecraft blocks coming off my character was a lot. It's like, what is happening? He cooked my laptop, or he cooked my desktop just so he can come do this to me. See here, he only dies to mobs, and when he dies to mobs, otherwise he doesn't die, and there's nothing out of the ordinary. See, what I'm saying is I only die to mobs when I feel like it. You know, those mobs, they only get a kill when I want them to have a kill. See what I'm saying? Dude, it's warm in here. Hold on, I'm turning the AC. Warm, Jesus. Ooh, I see it, Yama. The long cape on the shot kind of looks good. Why don't they have more? It almost, honestly, from this distance, it looks like a robe. After this tower, Yama, I'll be in the auto grind phase. I'll come over and take a look. Yeah, but it kind of looks like a robe. Oh, come a little closer. Come a little closer. The mobs aren't going to kill you, right? Surely they won't. Come a little closer. Dude, that cape looks cool. What the hell? Does it look like that on the adults? That shit looks cool. That's a cool looking cape. I might have to try it out. I bet that's probably like major. Wait a second. So do Novas have a half cape with it? Are you sure, Chris? How do you know? You know you have a half cape, but everyone who's had a half cape now has a full cape with the new Edania armor. So do you know? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The armor. Look here. Look at Yama with the. Oh, Axie just confirmed it. He says it does have a half cape. That sucks. I think Mystic had a full cape. Yeah, that shit looks good, man. That shit looks good as hell. I saw it. You're good. Let's get out of here so you don't steal my loot. Appreciate you, Yama. Yeah, that shit looks good, man. That's a cool looking cape. Oh, I gotta do this real quick before I forget. Board this. Do this. You have to make the noise, otherwise it doesn't count. Damn, they really shafted you guys, huh? Did Mystics get a half cape with theirs, or did they get a full cape? All I know is today I get that armor. I'm happy about it. Not today, but tomorrow. Doesn't go to the floor like the others, but it's longer than the normal short capes we get, and it doesn't blow in the wind. Now, the part of it not blowing in the wind, that I know, because I think I saw a class that has half capes normally and then not blowing in the wind. Sup, Rolling Gamba, tell me when to stop. Rolling Gamba. What are you going for? I need RFI. I need more information. I'll be doing an attempt after this right here. I got 5 more minutes left here, and then I'm gonna go do an attempt. Oh, the login box. All I got was a deep sea. Elixir of the deep sea. You got a Garmoth heart? Tell you when at 17 seconds. Now, let's do it now. 17 seconds. 17 is a lucky number. Tell me what you get. Base demo, that's not bad. Hey, it's money. More than I got. I got a freaking elixir of the deep. That's it. Or deep sea elixir, that's all. That's all I got. You cheered and your chest sank? It baited you. You got baited. Yeah, I feel bad for all my half-cape brothers and sisters. It's fate worse than being sent to the node. True. True it is. Half-caping. That's crazy. Although I really like the cape on my current outfit. My current outfit has such a cool cape. This this split cape that Zeroden has is like the coolest shit. All right, we're doing an attempt here in the next 3 minutes about. Should be when our buffs run out, 3 minutes. We're doing an attempt. Be heading back to dry land, so to speak. I'm still hoping they add guild capes. Didn't they talk about that for a while, or am I tripping? I know they added a guild outfit for Node Wars. Hell yeah, dude. This song is a classic. I would love guild capes. You know how BDO can make a ton of money? By adding guild capes, legit. Like, actually. They'd make so much money, it'd be insane. Think about it, right? Warframe added a feature in their game. What's going on, Afy? Welcome back. Welcome to YouTube, buddy. But yeah, Warframe added a feature where they could, like, every week you could submit a guild emblem. It would be reviewed, and then they added it as a holographic on your shoulder. I think if BDO added something like that, where you could put your guild symbol on your shield or on your cloak, and they reviewed it once every maintenance, they could make a ton of money, like a ton of money. Or just let your guild symbol be on there. The grind will be over here in just a minute. We'll be grinding here at night, it looks like. In the next grind, we'll be hitting nighttime hours. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a rough time. Want to buy Mesa Prime? Our guild symbol is disabled. Is it disabled? Well, at least your guild knows its population. You got that going for you. All right, let's go back out. Let's see here. Drop the Serap's necklace off. We didn't get 3 more M-Time shards? Seriously? How did we not get 3? Hey, Laruvex! With the raid of 39 new bodies, new souls here for the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Take my children. Graciously accepted. I accept these terms. How you doing, Laruvex? How's your stream? Time to riot and break everything? You know what? I'll riot with you. Let's do it. I say let's do it. Let's do it. let's go for it. I'm in. It didn't take much to convince me. Baby Beans, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Stop that, stop that. I think we're about to go hit our Oct. Or not our Oct. We're about to hit our Nav weapon. We're going to go for Nav right now. So you came in just in time for an attempt. My children are destructive. Mine too. All they want me to do is get me... I'm trying to be a good boy and do PvE, and they're trying to get me to PvP. But I need to PvE. Co, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome in, welcome in. Best of luck farming, bro. I'm headed to sleep over here on the East Coast. Rest well, Angler. Rest well, buddy. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being part of the stream. Thank you for starting us off with that sub, man. I appreciate you, bro. Have a great night. Let's see here. Shop. Oh, yes. We do like that. We do like the sellings. of the things. Shop. We can sell these too. What else can we sell? Hell yeah, dude. Angler gifting out just one more beautiful sub. Thank you, my man. Hey, bro, look. Much love from me to you. Mwah. You have a good night, buddy. Good night kisses for you. Sitting pretty on 60K crons now? Not me. I'm broke as a joke. I ain't got no crons, except for the ones I'm about to break. Because we are breaking them. You ready? Ready to break them? Ready to break some crons? Buy multiple. Let's buy 300. 300 seems good. Thank you to follow there, Wookiees. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, pal. All right. Where are your good night kiss? You never ask. You never say Zeroden. I'm going to bed. Can I have a good night kiss? All right. You've never once asked me that. May RNG just bless you. I'm trying. We'll see. Afi, I am being a good boy. I am grinding. I'm doing the thing that I'm supposed to do to get power. I'm becoming a stronger boy by being a good boy. All right, here we go. I don't have the cronstones yet. I need to buy some more. Let's see. 2,000. Probably another 200 ought to do it. Another 200 cronstones ought to do it. That'll do her. Another 200. Buy multiple. 200. Yep, that ought to do her. Let's get it. I would also respect you guys. Y'all are being very picky. All right. Angler gets a good night kisses, and now everyone wants a good night kiss. This is what happens. Like you can't give one. I don't love all of you equally. That's just the facts. All right. Here we go. I'm not your parents. I don't have to love you all the same. In 3, 2, 1. Wait, I have that number in 321. Not this time. Unlucky. Let's see, we got 20 down, so we need 5 memory fragments. How to do it? Memory frag. Here we go. 5 of them ought to do it. I'll give a good night kiss to the one Zeroden spurns. I'm not as cool, but it's a thought that counts. It's like consolation good night kisses. It's like when dad gives you a good night kiss because mom wouldn't. Oh, shit. I didn't go because you didn't kiss us all good night. Y'all are very particular, aren't you? Greedy for these kisses. Jesus. Hey, you know what? Look, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give one person a kiss. Only one. Only one person getting a good night kiss. All right. You guys can fight amongst yourself to see who's gonna get it. All right, I'm only giving one. Y'all figure it out. Where is it? Sanctified Mercy we're at, I think? Yeah. Yeah, it's what it is. You guys want it? You gotta fight. Bark is crazy. How do you come in with a bark? Yeah. Chris immediately goes, "Is it E-Girl?" I was like, "Yeah." That's what she always does. That's funny. That's funny, dude. I have the sound bite in my head when you say that, Afi. I don't have it on my soundboard anymore, but I can hear it. That clip that you made, Cass, where I'm trying to find something else to say, you can literally see my head doing this. Always, yeah, I know. You know, you guys have come in. You told me the lore. I know the lore. I'm in. I know things. I'm hip to it. Bloop bloop just doesn't sound as good. Yeah, it sounds kind of fishy. It sounds like you're like, coming in from underwater or something. I get it. I respect it. Campsite. We're going to install. Surely we can install. Can't, not an incline area. You're so picky, game. Buy. And then we're going to pop this. And then we're going to pop this. I should have popped the J Special Scroll, honestly. I could pop the J Special Scroll next time. And then we're going to turn this on. I'm going to fill this. And then we're going to turn this on. And then we're good to go. We're good to go. All the buffs, we are Gucci. All right. Look at my wife already looking to cheat on me. Would you like to become a part of my e-girl harem? I think Aphie could make a pretty good e-girl. Aphie, you think it'd be a good e-girl, bro? What's the most e-girl thing you know? What's like, profess some of your e-girl skills. I have it. I have the defense manner buff. It's the furniture buff. You can see it. I put DP up because I'm at cap. I don't need the AP. I need the DP in at this point. DP lets me trade health for damage, so. Health for damage trade is an important trade. See where I'm like kind of just lay wasting into the tower while these things hit me from behind? That's the health for damage trade. Yeah, it's the 15 furniture buff, plus 15 DP buff. I don't need the AP here because I'm at cap, so DP is better for me. I don't need AP really anywhere because I'm at cap. There's no grind spot that I need the AP for. Boss rushes is about it. So this grind spot, you can see how those two towers are close together. That's what makes this grind spot the best. It's those two grind spots being close together actually equals more trash per hour. Aphie, how do you feel right having typed that out? Did you feel good about that? Are you proud of yourself? Because I know your dad is upset. Wherever he's at, he's mad now. I spit my chocolate milk all over my... You got baited. You got baited into typing some e-girl shit. That's your legacy now. Hold on, let me pin this to the chat. Pin message. Manually unpin at the end of my stream. There you go. You get what you deserve. That was the most degenerate furry e-girl shit I've ever seen. True, true. Now everyone who comes in here will see what you said, Aphie. They'll all see it. You're like, it's not my fault, Zeroden tricked me. If anyone's friends with Aphie or you know Aphie's friends, bring them into the chat right now. Let them see what he's done. Yeah, that's true. You're out of the running for goodnight kisses. That's fair. I think it's fair. Have you guys, has a victor been declared yet? Sending out the bat signal. Just bring all of Aphie's friends here to let them point and laugh. He's like, no, this is not how it's supposed to go down. Yeah, he's gonna bite you. That's pretty e-girl too, I think. That's the... He's gone full e-girl. He's lost his brain. He's lost his wits. We've lost him, boys. Another one. He's fallen from the Goyan Brotherhood into the land of the e-girl. He's selling his bathwater now. Don't, Bongo, do not follow him into that deep darkness. Hey, Mrs. Zeroden, if you and your chat have a choice of playing Suck Megu or Suck Nova, what would you choose? Megu. Without a doubt, Megu. Suck Nova is not good enough at any one particular thing to be a thing. For me, it would be Nova, but I think overall it would be Megu. I don't play female classes, though, to be honest with you. I would turn my game off and go to bed. Bathwater sell good, not gonna lie. Laruvix, have you dabbled in selling your own bathwater? You have a little bit of bathwater selling experience? You've tried it out a couple of times, got into it a little bit. The captions? Hey, the captions understand. I should change that. I should have the captions redirect the word suck to suck with 2 C's. You're telling Chrissy? Oh, you can tell her all you want. She's the main Nova I suck. There's no victims are safe here. I know that. I know she hated that I said that out loud. There's no victims here. Or there's no safe people here. This is not a safe space for anybody. Oh, did I knock down all the towers already? No, I have one left. That's what you say? Yeah, but when you say it, it's cruel and hurtful. When I say it, it's cheeky and fun. What'd you get up to today, Lurvix? I didn't even ask you. I'm sorry. Guys, if you haven't already, follow Lurvix, guys. Give her a follow. Give her a little love. We love to support the streamers that support us. This is not Lurvix's first raid here. Please give her a follow. We like Lurvix. She's good. She's good. Her and her e-girl pet. Amazing. I mean wife, not pet. Sorry. Great people, though. Good people. Honestly. Their stream's a vibe. She was being bad? I don't know. I think you guys like it. You guys like bad girls. Followed? Yeah. You'll like her stream. She's chill. She's chill. She's also a Calpheon 2 native. We love our Calpheon 2 natives. We're Calpheon 2 streamers in here. You know what, Chill Solo? That reminded me. There is something that I meant to check on the YouTube side of the chat. You have a crown with a number 1 over its head, and I don't know what that means. Sorry, I meant to go look at what it is. I'll look at it in a second once I down this tower so I don't die in the process. Did Chrissy enjoy the Idania lore? She did. Zen! What's going on, Zen? How you doing, pal? I was here. Crazy. That's crazy. How you doing, buddy? Zen, what do you think? How the subtitles working out for me? They good? They're good? They're a distraction? I think they're, like, perfect, honestly. They're doing a good job of translating. I could probably run them in different languages, but I'm not gonna. I was sad that closed captions don't appear in English. Or that don't appear in other languages. I felt like the closed captions should. Yeah, I could technically translate them, but I think this would be really good for the long form videos then. When I do the longer videos, having this text would be perfect. True. If I have a short that Zen does not say I am here on, it's a bad day. I'll actually think he's sick. I'll think something happened to him. I'll think he got injured somewhere. He's laying dead in a ditch somewhere. He couldn't comment. We'll be in trouble. I'll be like, my boy's not what happened? You know, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, Zen, I'll post a video and I'll wait and clock and see how long it takes for you to comment. I'm like, he didn't get that one for like a few days. I must be doing something wrong. The algorithm ain't working for you. You're my litmus test on the algorithm. I wait for your comment. That's how I know my video is real. That's what I'm saying. I'm using you as you are seeing me naturally, and you're my litmus test. If I don't see it, I'm here. I'm like, oh shit, my algorithm's not populating. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome, though. You know what? We have been trying, though, to make them, like, a lot more fun and, like, kind of story-driven. All the shorts. It's not just, like, when we first started... What's going on? Here, let me see, actually. Chill. Let me see. What does that mean? Oh, you have XP. What is that? How do you get XP in the chat? Chill? I don't understand. It says you're number 1 for experience. Does that mean just participation? That's got to be it. It's got to be chat participation, I think. Zachy BDO, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, you have it now too, Avi. You're number 2. And I think you took that from Rowild. Rowild had it before. I wonder if it's based on who's in the chat right this second, though. That's cool, though. That's definitely cool. Watch, I'll become first. Perfect. Yeah, you just got to keep typing. You can't. Chill can't keep up. He's grinding too. It's like, damn. Zachy BDO, welcome, man. Thank you for the follow, my friend. GG Easy Sovereigns, welcome in, pal. Welcome into the stream, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Easy. Welcome in, pal. I think it's based off time as well. Maybe. If a watch time also makes sense. Maybe it works like Twitch's channel points, but based off like how many people are here. I can't help it. I hear let's do it and I feel excited. Let's do it is my spirit animal. Yeah, I think I'm actually kind of digging the subtitles. All right. Follow-up question. Can we put up a poll on this, mods? Poll this one? Tell me if you guys prefer subtitles over my head or at the bottom of the screen. That's all I want to know. If you guys like them there or none, put those three options up, right? Over my head, bottom of the screen, or none. Where do you prefer subtitles? I feel like I kind of like the behind me look to it. Ow. I kind of like the behind me look. Who needs subtitles? I gotta play that clip. Why do I need subtitles? I speak perfect English. Seashells by the seashore. Yeah, exactly. Peter Piper picked a pickled pepper, round a ragged rock. Oh! Dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's perfect. Bongo doesn't get it. You can tell the original internet denizens versus the new arrivees. You know, the ones who are born in the darkness versus the one who had to adapt to it. We know each other. We were there when the ancient laws were written. The chat is pay to win? Hell yeah, dude. I'll take it. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that dono, bro. You know what? Just for your $5 dono A fee, I think you've won the Good Night Award. So when you're ready to leave, you let me know. I'll give you a good night kiss. You got it, buddy. Or you got paid to win on the good night kisses too, for being my literal first ever donation on YouTube. So thank you, man. Actually, it wasn't my first. My first ever was last stream, which was a total surprise to me. I've never had that before. But that was like all new. But first today for sure. Second ever dono on YouTube. To me, that's huge. I don't think you know, man. YouTube has been a new territory for me. I don't make any money on YouTube. I just do it for the love of the game. Which is funny because I have YouTube Premium. So I never see ads ever on YouTube. I don't know. I subscribe to Premium. YouTube Premium's kind of expensive, but I like that they have a family plan. It's so funny. YouTube chat is pay to win. You know what? You kind of get the same thing here, right? Because here, you get put on the leaderboard at the top. Like Maddie Scribes is leading right now. He's number 1, right? In fact, if you put 1 bit in, you'll be number 2, and you can rock the number 2 bits tag for the month. You only need to put in 1 bit. It's a penny. We're at the head of a new month, so. But the XP is so large. Besides one is it looks huge to me. Like, look at this. I can actually heart your activity. I can heart your payment. I don't know what that does, but I did it. Yeah, that'd be kind of a scummy thing to do. That's some dark side Phil behavior there, R0. Exposure, true. I'm doing a fairly good job, I think, of paying attention to both. I am doing a pretty good job of paying attention to both. It'd be cool if I could get them both in one UI, but I'm sure someone's done it. I just got to figure out how to do it. I'll do it. I got to work on it soon. We're working on a custom chat widget, so that'll be up soon. So once that custom chat widget comes up, I should be able to combine both YouTube and Twitch feeds onto the on-screen chat. Right now, I'm just responding to YouTube without having chat up. It's cool though. I think it's dope. I think it's nice that people have a preference on where they want to watch. Being able to provide both. I was saying, Chills, that I think it's cool that, like, you know, if you have a watch preference, like some people just prefer to watch it on YouTube, that the option is there. Like, I love the fact that multi-streaming exists now. I tried doing it on Kick, but I just like, I feel like Kick is like the black hole for like live streamers who want to make negative content. It's like a negative content creator platform. It's kind of weird. Does that make me a purist? I don't know. I was saying though, Dark Side Phil is when we were talking about the pay to win chat shit. That's some Dark Side Phil behavior. There was a clip where somebody from Nigeria donated like $1 or something to him, and he mocked him. I'm like, I don't think you understand how Nigerian currency works. That's a lot of money in Nigerian. A US dollar is a lot of money for a Nigerian to pay out. That's like giving you $20. It's just because their currency is so different than ours. And instead of appreciating it, he was unappreciative. It was kind of crazy. Prostitute. What do I like, fart for money? That's a prostitute. He keeps farting for those dollar bills. Like a prostitute. That reminds me of the old stands when you were, you know, like those old like lemonade stands, the cartoons, like, you know, $1 for a kiss or whatever. Your breath stinky? You're the one who wants to kiss. What do you want from me? Maybe you like it. You're into that shit. I'm not here to judge your fetishes. Speaking of which, where's my drink? What the hell? What drink? Thank you. There we go. Now I got my drink. Hey, what's going on, Agevald? How you doing, buddy? Oh, Orbiter, oh, Orbiter. Give me all your end time shards. I need this event to end. Which? Oh, the tag event. Yes. Tag event, huh? Why do you need it to end? Why would you want it to end? Fair enough. Fair enough. Altaholic, I get it. About tag, you know, that's a good thing though. You know, you can do trial characters. Another way to try things out. Try out every class via trial character. Hey guys, if you're here for the first time, you're just hanging out in the chat and you're enjoying the vibes, drop a follow, guys. I have no stream without you guys. I really do rely on you guys just being here and hanging out with me. You guys make my life way better. Just you enrich me by being present. That's all I ask for, so thank you. But yeah, if you're enjoying yourself, drop that follow, guys. Drop that follow. And if you got Prime, use it. If you got a Prime sub, use that shit. See, I've done this before. My hash is level 62. You might have a problem. Knucklehead, welcome back, man. I'm surprised that you just followed, Ben. I know you've been here a few times. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the follow, bro. Appreciate you being here. God bless you. So yeah, I've done this before. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I guess I never really got into alt characters. I've never been an alt character enjoyer, like ever, in any game. I can't think of one where I really enjoyed having an alt. I kind of liked it in Destiny, I guess. It was okay. Because like in Destiny, all characters kind of play pretty similarly. So it wasn't too bad, but I really enjoyed playing a Titan in Destiny, so. But like there, like you're playing an alt, it's like a gun's a gun, right? So the one. I wish child characters had a few mobs spawn in that area. Yeah, I could see that. Like test mobs or whatever, like Marnie realm mobs or something. Yeah, I could see that. There we go. The one. I just finished watching The Matrix, so when you say the one, I think the two in my head. You know what I did last night, actually? I watched the fourth Matrix movie again, and I remember when I first watched it, I didn't really like it, and it wasn't very memorable. But after you watch the first three back to back, and then you watch the fourth one, it actually feels better. I did kind of like how they evolved the power of the one to become the power of the two. And they made the story about, like, they made it more of a love story, which I actually don't hate. I kind of like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it at first. I do remember not liking it. I don't really like the way they changed Agent Smith around, but I get it. And it's not bad. It tells a decent story. You know, he cares that he loves Trinity a lot, and it's basically a Trinity love story. So it's between him and Neo and Trinity. I like that. I have many alts for bosses in my season character event for grinding on low-level spots. Other than that, always lawn. On your alts, Lubervex, do you play different classes? Because on my alts, they're all warriors. I just play warrior. It doesn't even feel like an alt at that point. They even look the same as Zeroden. They're mostly all rangers, but my random ones for the new are the new classes, the new class events that are mixed in there. Oh, okay, yeah, the class events. I get it. Yep. I understand you. I see where your brain is. Makes sense to me. The Matrix, in the Matrix, the fourth Matrix wasn't the same Matrix. Neo and Trinity were clones. They weren't clones. They were brought back. They were reconstructed from their original bodies. Literally, the analyst brought them back in the physical realm. They even show the analyst reconstructing them. So they weren't clones, they were rebuilt humans. Because remember, the machines had been experimenting on human bodies for decades at that point. You know, who knows how long. So it was still them, but they didn't remember themselves because basically every time their brain was reconstructed, their memory was wiped. Which makes perfect sense if you're a machine. You know what I mean? Like from the rebuilding the two of them makes sense from the machine perspective. No, talking about the Matrix. Afi. I think only streams events have forced you to play something else other than Warrior. Pretty much, yeah. The only time I ever played a different class was leveling up a seasonal. And I didn't even play it. I usually just park it somewhere, let somebody level me up, and then call it that's that. Yeah, we're talking about the Matrix 4. I really didn't like it the first time I saw it. I thought it was lame. And then after you watch 1, 2, and 3 back to back, and then you watch 4, it actually fits in really nicely. It's actually a pretty nice tie-in. It didn't do great in the movie theater, so I feel like without the context of having just recently watched, the first 3, it doesn't feel that great. It seems off. It seems like it's more fan service than movie. But I liked how they did it. I felt they did a good job. They played with the fourth wall a little bit in a way that's logical and reasonable. Yeah, I felt like crap when you watch it. Yeah, I'm telling you, do a movie marathon. Watch The Matrix in a marathon. You'll probably feel better about it. I felt way better about it. I really liked it. Ah, not my eye! Not the face! Hey, Maddie, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Welcome in, pal. Thank you so much for those, bro. No mas! No mas! He's pelting me! I'm being destroyed! Ah, ow! Ow! Oh, thank God I'm wearing armor. I need to put something on my face. Hold up. Wait. Yeah, try that shit now. That's right. Nah, I should have done this the first time. Yeah, try that again, punk. Ow. How you doing, Maddie? Welcome back, bro. It's good to see you again. I was just saying to Afi that you have the #1 bits badge this month. The legend himself. The #1 bit badge. The top biterator. Obliterator. Obliterator. That makes sense. Yeah, he's the #1 obliterator. Bro, what's happening? Why am I doing the wrong move? The top obliterator. That sounds cool. You know, kind of, I really want to watch again too. I kind of want to watch the Terminator series again. I didn't. It's been a while since I watched Terminator 4, and I didn't really hate Terminator 4. A lot of people didn't like it. I didn't mind that. That was the one with Christian Bale. That was the one where Christian Bale yelled at somebody who was working on the set. Obliterating armors, right? What's the set's called? The Godslayer armor, right? Good man, I've been grinding. Got to keep that obliterator badge forever. Hell yeah, man. The obliterator himself will not be obliterated. But yeah, no, I have, I really want to go fight the boss, but I don't want to not be able to use the token today. So I'm waiting. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. And then we'll have the new armor. I'm getting the armor tomorrow. Not the helmet. Armor. Now, if I could somehow get my arm or my weapon, my offhand to deck, I could go right away into Idania's Enslar fight. I got bullied out of deck for a bit yesterday, killed me 21 times, and today I fed my horse to mobs. Well, at least the mobs are well fed. I fed myself to mobs a couple of times. They were hungry. These guys are greedy out here. These golems they're no joke, man. It's about to be nighttime in 6 minutes, then we're about to have a real oh, actually, it's nighttime. It just hit nighttime, so it's about to be butt clenching time. Speak of the fucking devil. Speak of the devil. There goes a corrupted. That's okay. We have lots of corrupteds. Damn, that's annoying. Someone else fed your horse to mobs. That's a dick move. They fed it to mobs and didn't just kill it? My dad never let me watch The Matrix. You'll have nightmares in that day. Really? Your dad must have thought you were kind of a pussy. Your dad must have thought you were pusillanimous. It was like, don't watch it, you little fucking pussy. Doomagill, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome in. These mobs, as if to teach me a lesson. Right as it became nighttime. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But I mean, it's his dad, I guess. He can do whatever he wants. It's his son. But you know you're adult now, right? You don't have to not watch movies anymore that your dad said you don't have to watch. Like you're an adult now. You can do whatever you want. You can stay up as late as you want. You can eat all the ice cream you want. Ahlan wa sahlan, Martin. Welcome, buddy. Kifak. So after the massive struggle of trying to find a class to tag, my striker, I've decided Deadeye. I want guns so bad that it's overtaking the fact that she's a girl. Well, as long as you enjoy it, that's the key. Finding pleasure in what you are playing is the hardest part. That is the hardest part of everything. So as long as you are enjoying yourself, then you can do no wrong. Okay, let's restock this. I have some, I believe, I do have corrupteds in there. We're good. We're Gucci, but I have to do this real quick. Give me 1 second. So I gotta put it back in literally every build now. Almost done. I think that's it. There we go. That's all of them. Keeping your hopes high for a male gun class, bro. I hope it does happen. I think it'd be cool. A male cowboy would be dope. Just give us McCree. We liked McCree. He was a cool character. Before Blizzard did what they did and ruined it. True, yeah. The class that's going to keep you playing is the one that you're going to enjoy. So if you want to enjoy BDO, then just play a class that feels right. Male or female. I just, me personally, I just can't. Part of my enjoyment is you know, being the same gender, I suppose, in game and out. So I just can't do it. But I don't judge people for playing female characters at all, because this game is gender locked. I think gender locking is one of the dumbest things this game ever did. Like legitimately, I think there's people who never play BDO because it's gender locking. There's probably like a few 100,000 people out there that will never play this game because it has gender locking in it. Savior will be a female awakened warrior. I think that's what PA wants. I also think, though, that it'll be an Ascension class. We'll see. It feels like I enjoy Suck Witch and loving the buffs we got last week. Easy. It feels like this character represents me, so I don't really feel like playing female classes. Yeah, same. I can't identify with it. Just don't. I don't want to think of my character. I would never think of Zeroden and think, oh, this is a female gunslinger. You know what I mean? It's like, that'd be really lame. Like you think of, like even you guys would think of Zeroden and think big armored man. Imagine if you logged into my stream, you saw my VTube, and I'm playing like a fucking shy. You'd be like, what do I look like? What is this crap? If Awakened Ninja was a female, I would play Awakened Ninja, but Awakened Ninja male, so I win. True. Well, you don't. Are you playing still? I don't think you're playing, right? You haven't been playing in a long time. I often wonder what would it take for BDO to get you to come back. What would it take for you to load up BDO again and start playing this game? I do miss seeing you in the game, man. I really do. I miss you all the time in this fucking thing. Your goofy ass humor was always a pleasure for me. When Zeroden comes into my dreams, they turn into nightmares. A big hulking red-clad warrior chasing me around with a giant sword. I'm a lucid dreamer. Anyone here a lucid dreamer? I can control my dreams, so whenever I have something that I don't like happening in my dreams, I can take control of it if I want to, but I think the fact that I know I'm a lucid dreamer, I just let my dreams go and do whatever the fuck they want. I can most of the time. If I'm having a really bad dream, I could just lucid dream. I'm aware that it's a dream, but it's like watching a movie. I want to see where the plot goes, you know? I wonder if Savior will have her greatsword as a main or awakening weapon. Main weapon, Valley. It's going to be the main weapon. That's why I anticipate it's going to be an Ascension class. But without a doubt, hey, what's going on, Serrana? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, Serrana. I missed your chat right away. I apologize for that. Welcome, Serrana. Serrana on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's see here. If I try to control too much, I wake up. Yeah, that's exactly what happens to me. If I try and control too much, I wake up. So, like, just knowing that it's a dream is enough for me. You know, Pain? Like, I know that I'm dreaming. So I'm like, okay, that's good enough. But, like, I feel... that's the facts. It's because what's happening is my conscious brain is working too hard, and it starts to awaken my subconscious brain. Zeroden's voice on Woodaroo. I don't know how Woodaroo does it. I don't know anyone who does like has like a male and does a female V2 model. Like that one is one that I really don't get. I just don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, and I'm not talking about like transgender people. I'm talking about like males presenting as males that just do female VTubes. I don't get it. I'm not judgmental of it. I don't really think it's a problem. I think it's fine if that's what they want to do, but I personally just don't understand it on a fundamental level. I was really happy to see Zen on a male model. I'm Zen. He has a male model now. Did you guys know that? He busts that out every here and there. Sometimes I think he lets his chat control what kind of model he's using, but he's got a male model now. No, Woodaroo does the same thing. I just don't get it, I suppose. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I've recognized I'm dreaming plenty of times, but never tried to control it. For me, I taught myself how to lucid dream by doing the same thing, Martin. I used to have bad dreams, and when I couldn't control my dreams, like I would let the dreams control my night. So I would have really bad sleeps. So every time I started having a bad dream, I taught myself to think one conscious thought each time. And it was always the same conscious thought. I could tell you exactly what it was. I would bust through the wall with a tank. Every time. I always busted through a wall with a fucking M1 tank. And I'd be standing on top of that bitch like I was standing out the cockpit of that thing. And I taught myself to do that for so many years that at some point I was able to start lucid dreaming enough. But that's how I took control of bad dreams, by busting through the wall. Being chased by a monster, bust through a wall with a tank. Every time. Well, Wu has a reason to hide behind the model. That's pretty sweet. I can deal with it. He doesn't talk about it much unless somebody asks him. I've never asked him. I don't think it matters. I know what Woodaroo looks like in real life. I don't think it matters. Who cares? You know what I mean? In my opinion, if you're running a VTube, it's not really hiding behind the model. Like, for me, my stream has nothing to do with me on a human level. On a human level. And I feel like it's more fun and interactive as a VTubing. I don't like the idea of a camera being in my house, but it's not like I'm afraid of who I am. There's enough people in the BDO community who have seen what I look like. I'm not exactly ugly, so I'm fine. Yeah. I don't know why he does it. It's funny. There's people that are in my. I have soldiers that met me through my stream and then met me in real life afterward, like that came through where I work at. It's true. People focus too much on the literal you instead of your content. Yeah, and I don't really care for that. I also kind of like the idea of having a little bit of anonymity. I've been to many events where I'll go in incognito, like I'll go in dressed as Zeroden, and then I'll come back to that same event incognito dressed as myself. And people can't tell it's me. And I love that. I think it's funny. I think it's funny when they treat me different too. I love that part. That part's my favorite. Because you can always tell how the way somebody is. You can always tell the true character of a person by how they treat those that they don't have to treat well. And if they don't know you, I can see how they treat you. But people know who Zeroden is, so. People always think someone's V2s because they're hiding ugly fat. Yeah, I lean into it. Fuck it. I'm fat. Fine. Sure. Why not? I'm a burn victim, I say. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny, Ellie, because at this point, there's enough people that know that I'm active duty military. And if you're active duty military, that insinuates there is a certain level of physical fitness required to be active duty Army. You have to be a certain level of physical fit. You have to be a certain level of have a certain level of intelligence. You have to have a certain level of discipline. You have to have those things, and it's baked into you. and it's a job requirement. And people will still come on and say this narrative that you're fat or whatever. I was like, bro, believe whatever you want. I don't really need to prove shit. I am A-okay with your role play. You want to think I'm fat? Think I'm fat. Cool, man. Help me buy a wheelchair. Shit. Shit ain't cheap. Meet a stranger, Zeroden, then leave meet the same stranger as yourself. You know what's funny? The first time I did that, Afi, was at the New York Oasis. I walked around New York City all day dressed as Zeroden, the entire day, because I didn't, and I dropped my pinch in the Oasis chat, so anyone from the BDO community could have found me at any time, and it was really cool. One of the coolest things that happened was we had people that would randomly walk up to me and be like, "I found you." I'd be like, "Hell yeah, dude! I'm gonna do the same thing at TwitchCon. I'm gonna drop my pin at TwitchCon." And then anyone that wants to come up and walk up and just join me, I will welcome you in. My community and my group of friends are very welcoming. We're very open. If you just walk up and be like, "Hey, I want to hang out with you guys," be like, "Yep, let's go. You're now in our clique. You're welcome to walk with us," right? So I'm very accepting of that. And so I did that at the Oasis, and I did that the entire day. And then I wanted to slip away and hang out with Goldstein incognito afterward, because Goldstein's my boy. And that was the first time I got to meet in person. So I changed out. I changed my clothes. I took my mask off, and I went out and met him. And there was people that were like following him because like he had his own groupies as well. And like some of them followed us to the bar, and they just, at first they didn't know who it was, and I had to reintroduce myself. It was pretty fun. But yeah. Ellie, it's always good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you jumping in and chatting with us as always. See here. The reason you have a VTube is because you look exactly like a Gig Chat. I think, how would I describe my looks? Okay, perfect way to describe my looks. I look like Vin Diesel. That's it. I look like Vin Diesel. I'm not even kidding. I look like Vin Diesel. One second. Trying to. There we go. Here. Yeah. If there's any other way I could say it, that's how it is. I look like Vin Diesel. So that's really all there is to it. I look a little bit better than Vin Diesel? Probably. But like my face structure, my shape, all that, I look very much like Vin Diesel. Like, it's funny because people, depending on what environment people see me in, I've been told I look exactly like John Travolta, like a young John Travolta. I've been told that I look like Vin Diesel, and I've been told I look like Adam Sandler, and none of those are, I don't feel like I look like any of those. And none of those guys look alike. That's the other part. None of those guys look alike. Now, if I was Vin Diesel, my voice I think would be deeper. He's got a good voice. I like Vin Diesel's voice. I think, like, maybe Ellie LaRuvex, you guys are both streamers. Maybe you could tell me the same thing. Do you guys hate the way that your voice sounds to yourself? I hate the way my voice sounds. I think everyone does. I used to be really self-conscious about the way I laughed. And then everyone started telling me they really like my laugh, so I just stopped trying to... I mean, I never really tried to mask it, but I stopped being self-conscious about it. Sorry, my daughter's coming in here. Give me a good night kiss. For real, why do people care about how other people look or judge? But yeah, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. That's what I say. It's like it's never. There's no relevance. You want to the first thing that somebody does when you disagree with them on the internet is they want to find out what you look like so they can make fun of you. Like, but why? Like, does that make your argument somehow better? Does that make your point more valid? I don't really understand what the objective here is. Like, are you doing that to try and embarrass me? And what does that say more about you than me? Like, I think you're trying to do that to embarrass somebody based on their looks, and it seems kind of immature. That's my mindset. There are some times where legitimately you think somebody's a crackhead and they look like a crackhead, and you're like, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about the times where somebody might be short or something, and they're self-conscious about their height, and you make fun of their height because they're self-conscious about it because you don't like them. That's funny. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the times where the person isn't self-conscious and you're just trying to throw some shit at them just to make them hurt. I'm like, that seems weak. It just seems weak on you. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody is, I don't know, maybe they're happily married and you're trying to call them single and a virgin or something. Like, who cares? That guy doesn't care. That guy does not care about your insult. And no amount of times you press that will make them care. There used to be like a group of people that come in here and be like, "Oh, bowl cut." I'm like, where are you even getting this from? Like, what is that supposed to? Is that supposed to hurt me? I think bowl cut. I used to think like Gohan from Going to Namek Gohan, you know. But it was a thing on BDO for a while that people would go around and say bowl cut. It was such a weird. I never understood that meme. Like, where did that meme even come from? I had a bowl cut as a kid. Maybe you were a Gohan and you were going to Namek, bro. Bowl cuts are valid after Sung Jin Woo. I don't know who the hell that is. That's another one. Used to be. Lurvik says used to be. I gave up on caring. Yeah, it's not that I gave up on caring. It's just more like people said they liked it and I believed them. You know, if somebody's gonna give you a compliment, just believe them. If they say, "Hey man, I really like your eyes," then they like your eyes. Say thank you. As a guy, it's really hard for most guys to take compliments. Guys don't know how to take compliments. I've given this advice before in the chat, and I'm gonna give it to you now again, guys. If somebody gives you a compliment, I know you probably don't know how to react to it, right? Because we rarely get a guy will get a compliment where a girl will walk up to him and be like, "I love your eyes. I think your eyes are beautiful," and that will live with that guy forever. He will always remember that one time in 5th grade where a girl said he had nice eyes. It's just a thing that lives with them forever, right? So if you ever get a compliment as a guy, just say thank you. Don't be like, "Oh no," don't say it. Just say thank you. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to be like, "Thanks, I like your clothes. Thanks, I bought it at the store." You don't have to say any of that. Just say thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for appreciating my style. I'm so ugly, I still wear a COVID mask. You know what? That's fair. You know, I appreciate you shielding my vision from having to see your ugliness, Ben. So, you know, you're doing a service one way or another. We appreciate you, bro. That doesn't count. You can't give him a compliment right after he says, "I've never had one." It doesn't count. Paper bag works better. Yeah, if your mask reveals your face, consider wearing sunglasses too. Maybe some goggles. Dealing with positive reinforcement is hard, man. As a guy, it can be. It's weird as a guy, man. I'm just being honest. Like, we don't get, we're not girls where like we post up our picture on Instagram and there's 500 people trying to get with us. You know what I mean? That's the guy experience. Girls and guys have very different experiences on social media. But that also translates into real life as well. We have very different real life experiences too. Let me ask you one question. If you could change anything about yourself, what would you change? If you could change any one thing, not talk about like characteristic, I'm talking about like physical trait. What would you change? I know exactly what I would change immediately, and I'll tell you guys, but I'm curious. If you could change any one thing about yourself, what would it be? I would love to fart without making it smell. Dude, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good one, Afi, actually. You'd like to have a scentless fart. That's not bad. That's pretty big brain, honestly. Thicker hair? I think I'd want less hair, honestly. I'd want less hair. I feel like I have too much. I'd love to not clench my teeth in my sleep. Nothing, Roald? Nothing? I'm sure there's something. There's got to be something. You'd have to have a physical trait, I'm sure, Roald, that like maybe you're like thinking, this would be kind of cool. And it doesn't have to be a drastic change. Like maybe you have a mole on your skin you wish you didn't have. Or maybe you wish you had a bump on your nose you didn't have or something. There's got to be something small. And I'm not asking you to reveal like something you're self-conscious about. Just like something, if you could change for free, just at the snap of a finger with no consequences, what would it be? I'd love to not clenching your teeth in your sleep is a big one, Zalem. I think that's a good one. I would delete my diabetes. Yeah, I think diabetes is a good one. One that most people will underrate is sinus cavities. Your sinus cavities being larger would be nice. That one actually would be a big one. Solve smelly fart problem, tells no one. Yeah, exactly. You just don't tell anyone, Solid Bear. You just never tell any person. You're good with life? Really? Okay, well, that's good, man. That's good. You got confidence in yourself. You're happy with the way your life is. That's a good thing. That's body confidence. I like it. We like body confidence. I know what I would change, and again, it would be I'll be honest, I'd want less fucking hair. I have hair in all the wrong places. That shit drives me crazy. I don't have like a hairy back or anything crazy like that, but I would want less hair. Hair is fucking annoying. Arab life, yeah, dude. Martin understands. He understands what I'm saying. You know, like I feel for people who have like a hairy butt crack. Like that's really bad. You know, when you're like, when you got like a forest. I remember distinctly when we went to the field once, one of our officers took a shirt off. It was like one of our second lieutenants took a shirt off, and I yelled at him across the tent. It was a huge tent. There was like 200 people in this tent. I'm like, hey, who's smuggling in that bear rug? He was so fucking embarrassed. It was hilarious. That's what he gets for being a butter bar. He deserved it. I like having a better beard, more hair. Better beard. Oh, you know what? I would love to have hair, lower hair. Like, I'd love to get rid of my upper cheek hair. That's annoying. Have to line up with my beard. I would love to get rid of my upper cheek hair. Because upper cheek hair is really annoying. That's like a mistake you make when you're a youth, shaving that. You make that mistake, and then you live with it the rest of your life. I've considered getting that laser removed. Like buying my own little at-home laser kit and just blasting it. Yeah, the under the cheekbone hair. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Mark. That shit's annoying. Gap in teeth. Gap in teeth, yeah. That's annoying too, because you get food trapped in there. If it's like your back teeth, chill. You get food trapped in there, and that means you have to floss more often. That's really annoying. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I get that one. Buy that for $1. Sorry, guys. If you see me talking to our ghost chatter, it's because I'm talking to our YouTube chat. Our YouTube chatters. Guys, if you're hanging out with me on YouTube, thank you so much. I'm still new to YouTube streaming, and you just being here, like literally just being in the chat to me, means everything. You're just supporting me on a new platform. I can't tell you how much that means to me. It means so much. So thank you. I want Awakened Warrior to be buff. That's your physical characteristic. Buff Awakened Warrior. Me too, man. Me too. And Athie, the Giga Chat over here on both platforms, just literally on both YouTube and Twitch. I love to see it, man. He's like, I'm supporting my boy twice. Warrior streamers need love too. Let's sell these while we can. Shell and sell. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Thank you, Red. Appreciate you, bro. Red, I don't know that the names on YouTube and Twitch are different, so you got to tell me who's who. Hey, YouTube nerds, y'all are making us watch Twitch chatters think Zeroden's crazy. That's not true. That's not true, because for the YouTube part, they see the chat on screen. For the Twitch part, they don't. So, be lurking here too. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you all. I want a Sage build on Warrior, more like a Barbarian-like. I think Sages are built more like Greeks. Sages give me the old Roman vibe. Literally, the original Sage looks like the default Sage looks like Leonidas in 300. Exclamation YT, bro. Exclamation YT. I'll send you right to my YouTube. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Hey, what's up, Vito? How's it going, pal? He does, right? Am I wrong? I think Awakened Sage looks like, or original Sage, the default Sage outfit, the default Sage facial appearance looks like Gerard Butler. 100%. And that's a handsome dude. I'm not into dudes, but that's a handsome dude. Gerard Butler's a handsome guy. You know what's funny is that what males find handsome in males, most women don't. Like, all right, my celebrity crush, for example. Leon, thank you for joining us, bro. Appreciate you, man. Like my celebrity crush for female movie stars, well, just movie stars in general, was Aubrey Plaza for the longest time. I think Aubrey Plaza is like I know I have a type, dude. It's Aubrey Plaza. It's there was another one too. There was another one that I was really big on. What was her name? Can't remember it now. Who was the chick from Prometheus? She played the Wayland's daughter. Who was that? Chris Hemsworth? Yeah, I think most women find Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, Charlize Theron. She's fucking crazy, but she's hot. I think Charlize Theron is hot. I think what other celebrity crushes do I have? I have one more that I'm not thinking about. But I basically it's like dark hair and light eyes, or just blonde hair and light eyes. Those are my crushes. Thank you for the follow there, Jellybean Black Spirit. Welcome in, buddy. Emo looking mamas. Yeah, dude, for sure. I have a type. I know it. I think Chris likes Chris Pratt. She thinks Chris Pratt's good looking. And That's her celebrity crush. Which is funny because I'm like, Parks and Rec's right up our alley. It's got your celebrity crush and mine. I meant the actual skill that does damage. Wait, question, what do you think when you switch from Awaken to Main, it goes quick? What skill? What skill? Oh, I'm using the Rabam. I use two usually. I use either the Magnus skill. Thank you for the follow there, Long, by the way. Leong, I think it is how you say it, right? Or maybe it's Long, Zilong, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying. I tried. I gave it my best effort. But yeah, to switch to my Magnus ability, I use Dusk Slash. In PvE, it's Dusk Slash. It's this one right here. This is Dusk Slash. And in PvP, I use the Magnus ability. I use the Magnus ability to switch in and out. How's the Warrior PvE days? Lackluster. Jellybean, if I'm being honest, it's very lackluster. Just Leon? Okay, Leon it is. But yeah, he's not talking about the literal skill. He's talking about what the ability that I'm using to transition. Jennifer Connolly, thank you. Roald, how did you fucking know? I'm told you, I have a type. Jennifer Connolly was the other one. Jennifer Connolly was my celebrity crush. Those are like my top three. Charlize Theron, Aubrey Plaza, Jennifer Connolly. Like without a doubt. I think Jennifer Connelly was like the most innocent of that trio because those two usually played pretty bad bitches. I have a crush on the new Matrix girl. The new one? You know what though? The girl who played Trinity was really, she had some God, some of the best eyes. Why am I falling? What is expired? What do I have? Oh, my church buffs have expired. Okay. My church buffs are out. I wasn't looking. We're almost up to our hour. Our hour is nearly done. No, they're ballerina. I'm trying to think who we're talking about. But I'm just talking about the original Matrix girl. She was hot to me. Very hot to me. The chick who played Trinity. She always had really weird haircuts in the Matrix, but as far as like her herself, like she had some gorgeous eyes. She was a looker, man. What's up, Codes? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I'm a Warrior main. Of course, we know our shit. It's not the Matrix, sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, from the ballerina. Oh, you're talking about from the movie Ballerina. You know who's actually really hot too? It very much. If I like Aubrey Plaza, it stands to reason. Who's the chick that plays Wednesday Addams? She was also in Maxine, she was in X. She was in a couple movies. Who's that chick? What's her name again? It's right there on the top of my head. I can't think of it. Chris is trying to figure it out too. Chris is sitting right, which is funny to me. My wife is trying to figure out who my celebrity crush is with me. She does. She knows. We've talked about celebrity crushes before many times. No, it's not Christina Ricci. Jenna Ortega. There we go. Jenna Ortega. That's the one. Yeah. That one I have a crush on. Yeah. That's like my hall pass. That's like my hall pass person. Jennifer Ortega. Christine Ricci is like the original. Jesus Christ. Hell no. She's young. She was like fucking 10 in that. Yeah, she did. Didn't she get some surgery done? I think she got some like surgery done. I think she had the same thing that happened to that chick who played Starlight in The Boys. When are we getting another season of The Boys, man? God, I want another season of The Boys. Ana de Armas. Link me a picture. I want to see a picture of Ana de Armas. I have never actually watched the new Wednesday Addams series. I want to. I haven't watched it yet, though. It's on my list of things I want to watch. Apparently, I need to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. She got her buccal fat removed? What the fuck is a buccal fat? Wait, what? All right, for those of you guys that are joining us late, today we added something new to the stream. We added subtitles above my head. What do you guys think? Whew. Close. That was close. Oh my goodness. I nearly died. How you guys liking the subtitles above the head? Good, bad, indifferent? Should I move them to the bottom of the screen? We never did that poll. Chris, can you put up a poll? Chris? I want it to know, like, on the subtitles. Do you like them where they are? On the bottom of the... Would you rather they be at the bottom of the screen? Or do you want no subtitles? Yeah, that's what I want. Put those options up. Guys, we're putting up a poll up on our Twitch. Please make sure you guys vote. I really do want your feedback, your input. It's important to me. I make the stream for you guys, and I want your input on how to make the stream better. Your input makes it matters to me more than pretty much anything else. You tell me it's bad, I'll believe you. How do you have so much DR against those monsters? I'm running mostly DR. Sanders. I'll show you my stats. I'm running north of 800 DR on these monsters. There we go. The poll is up, guys. The poll is up. Please vote. Please vote on that. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what y'all think. I think your subtitling's moved up a little bit. I can't really see the second line of the subtitles. I put it that way on purpose, actually. I liked the idea of the subtitles being behind my head a little bit to give it a little more immersion. So I wanted a little bit of overlap. Doesn't make a change. Your voice is loud and clear. I feel like it helps somewhere else. It seems like a lot of you guys would like it somewhere else, but I'll move it. I'll move it. If you guys want it somewhere else, I'll move it somewhere else. Somewhere else, and low words in the second are look hard to see. Yeah, I did that intentionally because I didn't want it to be so, I guess, overpowering. Like, I didn't want it to be so much. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't want it to be so prominent. I originally had it with white, but I wanted it to be a little more subtle, like a subtle touch. But, oof, ow. I'm doing good, Bloodlust. How you doing, buddy? Or Budlust, sorry, buddy. Said your name wrong. Well, I know the streamer. Hey, what's going on, James? Now you gotta change your name on YouTube. You gotta change it to match. You want to keep it, move in the middle, down on the screen. There are many people who read anime. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about moving to the bottom of the screen, like along the bottom there, where my health bar is. I thought that might work too. $885. How are you at 865 without giving up stats that do damage? You'd have to be giving up stats that do damage. There's no way you don't. What am I missing? Did a buff fall off, chat? I'm missing a DR buff. Oh, I'm missing my 15 DR. There it is. I think that's everything. Hey, what's going on? I'll say that. I'll try to say it. Aurorius Astia. Or no, Aurora. Is it Aurori Astia, maybe? Aurori Astia. I think that's it. All right, let me try this out. All right, let's see. If we do this. Captions, properties. How about like this? Do you guys like this better? Hold up. I'm not in the auto grind phase. Shit. I thought I was in the auto grind phase. I've been fooled. I was just sitting there working on my captions, messing with them while they were just beating on my shield. I'm glad I didn't die. Shit. Oh, the auto grind phase ended. I can't mess with it right now. I just can't mess with it right now. I'll have to mess with it later. I sold all my fishing gear and my pre-owns because I can't stand life skilling. Did I F up? I would say so, yes. Fishing gear, for sure. It's you gave up $1 billion silver a day of just AFK money. Every sleep is AFK money. So I would say that was a mess up. I don't think anything would want me to sell all that stuff. It's not worth it. See you later, Sandras. Rest well, buddy. You can call me Tia for short. You got it, Tia. I got you. I'll call you Tia for short. See, I think, yeah, rest well, man. It's been a while since I've seen a block break. Yeah, I was like tabbed out. I was totally tabbed out. These mobs will break my block, even when I'm not, not at night. Like this golem has broken my block during a frontal guard attack. If I let him get his full attack off, he just blasts through it like it's nothing. He'll kill me in a frenzied strike. He'll break through. Watch, he'll break through my block and out damage my health. It's crazy. His damage output is nuts. Sent the DM of my celebrity crush. Ooh, DM, spicy. You like, you shy? Are you a little shy? I have 40 DR on my block buff. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're Succession. Succession's a little stronger, and not just that, but your shield health is higher than Awaken. Awaken Warrior has the worst block of all the shielders. It's the weakest one. Why am I getting CC'd? What just CC'd me and how? How did it CC me? What am I missing? I have to be missing something. Villa buff. I'm missing Villa buff. That makes sense. I'm like, how did I just get CC'd? I must be missing something. There. No more CCs. Yeah, we're good. 100%. So what do I think of the Pentakill the band? I don't really know him. I don't think I've heard him before. I might have heard a song or two of theirs, but I don't really know him. Wait, is this Disturbed? No, type exclamation song. Oh, you know what? I have heard them. Now that you say it's League of Legends Crush, I have heard them. Yeah, it's by Nothing More, it looks like. Fixed it? Nailed it. No one will ever know. Now you look, my man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Does it look better on YouTube? The bit rate is higher, so I imagine it would, but I don't really know. Does the visual quality look better on YouTube? I know it has no music on YouTube. I guess that's another option if you're not really like a music enjoyer. You can go watch it on YouTube, no music. We got one more hour here and we're going to call it. I should have upgraded my crystal last hour. I don't know why I didn't. Should have taken a little break and upgraded my stuff. Is it the lead? Really? The lead singer of that one was Disturbed? Huh. Good quality, would smash. Becky, let me smash. Look at that. Destroyed my whole shield. In one frenzied strike. Broke the whole thing. Really? I didn't know. So yeah, I also got the Bond on and APs instead of gins because there were none on the market. Is it that big of a difference? Yeah, it is that big of a difference. If you think about it, it's like, even if it's 1 AP minus 6, it's 6 AP down. That's pretty big. Here's what I will say, Martin, you can just make your own. You can just make them, dude. Just craft your own. They're not hard to craft. The gins are the easiest ones. The AP gin ones are the easiest ones to craft. I'm up. I'm 7 total AP under DSR. Do I stay at Tungrad or do I graduate to DSR? It depends if you want to get your telescope. If you want a telescope, go to DSR. If you don't care, stay at Tungrad. Tungrad's not bad. DSR is not like better money or anything. Actually, DSR might be better money. But Tungrad's not bad. Tungrad was like top notch for a long time. How many end time shards have I gotten? What are we at? 36. That's it. Damn, bro. We are not making progress at all. Is Elvia Hex still good? People say it is, Martin. People are saying that Elvia Hex is pretty good. I haven't gone there myself, but they're reporting that it's good. Making it 1.6 to 3 billion per hour at DSR. Yeah, if you're selling everything, you can make good money at DSR because those Origin of Hungers drop pretty often there. Are they turning on the paintings tomorrow? Because I really want to be able to turn my painting on while I'm grinding these. I made 2 billion on Hex, but I was wondering if somewhere else would be better. 2 billion's pretty good money, man. It's not exactly bad, and Hex is really, really easy to grind. It's a chill grind. I like this song. This song's really chill. Okay, now let's see. If we turn the captions back on, we're going to move them up a little bit, right? So they're a little less behind me. And then I will... Properties. Change the color. How do you guys like that? Do you like the white better? I like the dark better, but I can live with this. Maybe I'll invert it. So, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just trying things out. It's easier to see. Yeah, I do like the red, but maybe I could make it gold too. I considered making it gold and white. I like the darker red better, but it's easier to see. I could also just make it larger. I could make fewer text, fewer lines of text, and just make it larger. I'll do that for next time. So, Imaginary, welcome back. Yeah, we're working on it. It's a work in progress. We're refining our method. That's just what I could do in the very short time between the grinds. So, why the captions though? I think it's better for people who like one are watching on mobile a video, and I also think it's better for some people who either have English as a second language or perhaps struggle to hear certain things. You know, some people have hearing issues. So, again, I'm not married to it. I'm just trying something out. I'm just trying out new things. Be a good human. I love that name. Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome back. I'm the village idiot. You're not the village idiot, Zarzero. We love you, bro. We love you around here. You're a valiant soul, man. That's everything. You're the highest tier of soul. Zero, what's the next upgrade? Right now, I'm working on all my crystals. That's why I'm here. I'm working on my light stones, I'm working on all my crystals. F and Pika. Welcome, pal. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'm working on all my crystals. I'm working on all my light stones. Those are the immediate upgrades. Long-term upgrade, I am working on my Oct on my weapon, on my sub-weapon, and then I'll go for Pen on my sub-weapon, and then I'll go for, or not Pen, but Deck on my sub-weapon, and then I'm going to go for Deck on my main, on my Awaken weapon, and then I'll start working on my main hand, and I'll be done. And then it's like all armor after that. But yeah, as far as like the armor upgrade goes, the next armor that I'm going to pick up is going to be the chest piece. So tomorrow I should be getting my chest piece, so... A fellow Valiant Soul. Yes. There's like, I think there's 3 of you tops. We have mere three Valiant Souls. Enjoy your headbangs, my Valiant Souls. That's the best one. That's like literally the best emote that I have, I think. I love that headbang. So useful. Usable in so many situations. Did Mrs. Zero clear her Jordine this week? She did, Zol, after much bullying. You know what she didn't do, though? She didn't do her Sangoon 9 or 8. She just did Sangoon 9. Or she didn't do her Sangoon 10 or 8. She just did 9, and she didn't do any of the other bosses. But you know what? She still has time. She can do them on Friday. Are you going to do them on Friday, hon? You going to go for your sanguinis and your whatever on Friday? Yes, she says she can do them on Friday, Zol. Everyone's looking forward to it. We want to see you beat these bosses. That's not true. You keep saying nobody, but everybody wants... You literally, Mist was able to do it because I coached you through. 1. You never do your Black Shrine bosses? That's a mistake. That's a mistake. You're missing out on so much money a week. It's crazy. That's an insane amount of money to piss off. Yeah, see? Imagine everyone wants to see you do Sanguini. Chris is convinced that no one wants to watch her do it, but literally when she's doing it, she has her highest viewership. The brain rot of this woman. Can you imagine? Literally everyone wants to see you do it. Actually found another purpose for text. You can watch the video through an ad. You can watch the video through an ad. What do you mean? Oh, like when it goes to the mini player, Zol? I talk too fast. I can't read it as it goes by. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a little larger, Afi. I have to make it larger, and I have to make it. I don't know. We'll see. I have to tweak it. This was me trying it out. Yeah, I can still watch it even when the audio goes to ads. Time to pass out. Hey, good night, Martin Soul. Rest well, pal. Lamach, man. Poor captions can't keep up. I'm a yapper. I yap. That's what I do. I drink and I yap things. So Zol, there's a trick to the mini player. Chris, can you link that short, the ad short? Yeah, the one that shows you how to dodge ads with the mini player. Yeah. Can you link it for Zol? He needs it. I have a video on YouTube, Zol, that you might like. Is the trick subscribing? What do you mean? That short doesn't work for anyone? It works for me and it works for a lot of people. It'll work for Zul.
It's only a game. Why do you have to be mad?
There's a trick to it. Just give me a second. It's the pop-up. It's your pop-up player. If you have a pop-up player, you can do it. There. There. I even demonstrated on the video. No, it's actually a useful short. If you don't have Twitch Turbo, you want to support your streamer by watching the ads, right? So this is how you can do it without dodging, without missing a conversation. Watch that short. It's a real thing. It doesn't work for everybody. It's like a settings thing. I don't know where it is in the settings, but basically it's doable. It's possible. And as often as a lot of you guys watch Twitch, I highly recommend doing it because it's like you're spending less time watching ads while you're on Twitch. What's up, ZJK? Welcome, buddy. Can you tell some of us how to enable that pop-up option? I wish I knew where it was. I use Opera. It was like always there for me on Opera, so I didn't need to figure it out because it was always an option. Hi, ZGK. Welcome. You know, Imaginarium, I just imagine you were trying to create a line break or your cat stepped on your keyboard. One of the two. Bumped your... Okay. Close enough. You think it's a good idea to add the Magnus skill, the warrior, to his PvE combos? Sometimes. Red Dasher. If you're e-buffing, yes. Because it does decent damage in PvE. But if you're e-buffing, you need to add something in to take a little extra time to loop into your infinite combo, right? Because otherwise you run out, you're just going to stand there for a second and do auto attack swings. So sometimes it is. And for that reason, I leave it unlocked. But most warriors don't like the Magnus skill, and I don't blame them for it. You're welcome, Zol. Just as an FYI, since I don't have that setting turned on, I don't know how to. You just said, I wish you had said it in your video. Yeah, I don't know how to do it either, because like I said, I've never done it, Afi, but I could probably look into it. But yeah, now Zul, you'll never be shackled by an ad again. If there's a pop-out player, you can pop the player out and just listen to it normally. I fought Biceptimus Prime before. We fought him in AOS. I fought him in the open world. We've had a few scuffles. Of the fights we had in the open world, I think I've won the majority of them. AOS, I think it's a toss-up. It really does depend on the team. But he's a good player. I enjoy fighting him. I don't think he's PvPing on Warrior anymore, which I don't blame him for, honestly. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. If you get a chance, glance at guild chat. Give me a second. I have to switch my chat log over. What does that mean? Want to light off. What does that mean? Oh, a guild mission. I got you. Yeah. When you say GM, it can mean a number of things. Confuse me. I got you. Give me a second. I'll be able to do that right after this. Who won between me and him? Again, in the open world fights, I think I've won the majority of them. I didn't keep count. I wasn't doing anything crazy like that, but I know when we did, I'm pretty sure I won the majority. As far as in AOS, I think it just really does depend on our teams. I think he wins some, I win some. It's totally team dependent. Warriors is basically team based, so. I can't find the main hand skills you said earlier. Dusk Slash? Yeah, it's a Rabam skill. It's this. Skill add-on. No, skill enhancement. It's an enhanced skill. Oh, it's counter slash. Sorry, not dusk slash. It's counter slash. This one. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, yeah, guild mission, right. Before I forget. There you go. Just for you, H. I want to say I'm new around here, but I really appreciate your content. You're super entertaining, and it's always a joy hanging out around here. I feel welcome, and everyone's so nice here. Thank you, bud. We try to be. I think that's the one thing that I really want to build is a positive community. I've seen enough streamers that don't moderate their chat. They don't care what kind of community they build. I definitely care about having a positive community. I'm not like going to police the chat up, and like I've seen a lot of people that overdo it with their moderation where they like don't allow people to put links in and all kinds of crazy stuff. I feel like we have a nice balance here where it's not overly moderated, but we have a positive community, and I'd rather encourage positivity than enforce it, if that makes sense. The only time we chop bans on people is like when we have to, like when they're just being totally obnoxious and it's being a disruption to either the chat or to me. And I'm like, just get out. Like, you want to hate somebody, just hate somebody else. Hate me somewhere else. You don't have to be in my stream and hate me. You know what I mean? But I like that. Like, I like that idea. That's how it is for me. It's just like, I'd rather just, we have some sarcasm, we have some good humor. I'm cool with it. Kick rock nerds. I refuse. That's the right answer, Bloodlust. My chat's just torn. Ellie, they are. They are. But you know what? Like, I think you have, like, as a variety streamer, you draw on a lot of the VTube crowd, and they totally expect that Gooner content from you. They're like, when is she going to unbutton her shirt? Bro, I was in your chat, what was it, like a couple of days ago, and like you were just talking about like underwear stains. I was like, what is happening? I was like, why? Why is she doing this? I don't like it. She made me laugh though. You had that one guy beaming on you, front to back to front, inside out. Are there kitties? There is. He's just on the opposite side. He knows that I want to put him on cam, Imaginary. But you know what I'll do? I'll put him on cam anyway. Chris, take control of the upper cam for a second. Take control of this one, and you're gonna show off our boys. Chris has got you. Give me a second. There you go. Kitties, just for you. I know you love them. Yep, they could see his butt. And then show the Sansy boy behind you. Don't worry, the wire's long enough. Chris, that wire is crazy long. You're not gonna pull it. You're not gonna snag it. Don't worry, you're not gonna snag it. He's so handsome. Hold on, I'm gonna pet him. Risk my life to pet him. He's a handsome boy. There you go. Here are the boys for you. Those are the twins. That's Sans and that's Link. That's what's it called? Both Sans and Link right there. Take care, dude. I'm off to bed. I might hop on Twitch. Hey, have a good night, chill. Thank you for being with me on YouTube, bro. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you for lurking on YouTube. Again, we're new on YouTube. We're gonna keep streaming on YouTube. That is our home. When we do side gaming, it won't be on YouTube, or it won't be on Twitch. It'll be on YouTube. So when we do like we go back to playing Kazan, all the Final Fantasy Tactics shenanigans, all that's going to happen on YouTube. So I do appreciate you being there and help me build up that audience, man, being a part of it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for that. We will be streaming more on YouTube, guys. I promise. This is going to be a new thing, joint streaming, and I will work on getting the chat on both. That is my promise to you guys. How's my perfect little angel boy? He's never done anything wrong. Dust, he's a psychopath. You already know he's a psychopath. Earlier today, Imaginarium, I sit down to take my boots off, and you know what he's doing? He's literally eating my arm. I'm like, why? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. Chris Agevald wants you to check out his Discord DMs. Oh, his Discord stream. Oh, gotcha. Did you season your arm? No, he's just psycho. He's crazy. He's not a precious baby. He's a gremlin. He is an actual gremlin. There's nothing about Dust that's sane. He's a monster. He's a monster in cute fur. He's not a precious baby. He's a psychopath. If he was a doll, he'd be Chucky. Use SF before. Okay, Red. I have all my keys remapped, so I need you to break out those skill names. Can you do that for me? Otherwise, I'm gonna really struggle with what you're saying because I have to think about it. I have all my keys rebounded, different keys. I can tell you what I use. I use Solar Flare, and I hold space bar on Solar Flare and forward, which it immediately executes Overwhelm, and then it does Armor Break right afterward. And then I will shift to a right click and forward, right? And that does Hilt Strike it does a Balance Strike into a Hilt Strike into a Heaven's Cleave. And then I'll normally do a Grave Digging. Thank you for the follow there, Traps. Welcome, buddy. I'll do a Grave Digging into a Slash in the Dead, or Frenzy Strikes, and then Slash in the Dead. And then I can repeat. Welcome, Traps. Thanks for joining us in the chat, bro. Welcome in. Hi. But yeah, it's actually really easy to do. You just hold the buttons down. You just hold it. Literally just, as long as the abilities aren't locked, it'll hold. Chill solo? Sorry about this place? It's okay. We got about 30 minutes left of this grind, then we're going to see how much we pulled. Maybe we can do another attempt. I'm hoping we can do another attempt. We might not be able to, though, because I had to buy more Idania things. We will be able to, however, upgrade one of our light stones. We're going to be able to upgrade our crit stone today. I upgraded the back attack one. We're going to update crit next.
Let's do it.
Flow into ankle break into pulverize. Yeah, so you do ankle break first for the crit damage, and then you do pulverize, and then you do reckless blow, or you can do reckless blow and then pulverize tempest, whichever you prefer. I do like counter slash, strictly because it's got a frontal guard on it, so it's a nice frontal guard engage when I need it. Let's do it. We're doing it. We're gonna do it. But yeah, I just hold left click forward and space bar, and you're gonna do 3 abilities back to back. It's gonna be Solar Flare, it's gonna be Overwhelm, and it's gonna be Armor Break back to back. And it happens really, really quick. Should I stay on Vels or should I change after these new old alkies? For now, I think Vel is still this just because it offers you APDP. But it depends on like what your specialization you want to be is. Some people like the other buffs because of, or the other Alk Stones because of the buffs they give. I personally don't give a shit. I think that I just want the best in slot item, whether the buff's up or not. What's the new stuff being added after the patch? I haven't seen it yet, to be honest with you. I have to look. I tend to look at things when they go live, not beforehand. What are tips against Mystic as a warrior? Beware of vacuum. If they're coming up to you, they're not coming to shake your hand, they're coming to grab you. They will do their, I don't know what the ability is called, but I call it Frenzy Strike. Or it's like the Frenzy Teleport shit, where they just teleport on top of you. You can't grab that shit. There's nothing you can do to grab that. You just gotta evade until it's over. Because it's technically a super armor for them, but it may as well be an iframe, because you can't grab them out of it. So don't try. You're gonna be tempted to, because they're just like teleporting right in your face over and over again. You can't grab them. What else? Some of their attack animations lock them into the animation, so it's a good time to grab them when they start punching in the air. There we go. So we are at what? 38 fragments? Okay. It's enough to upgrade at least the AP on. That'll be good. Karshan and Kaphras. The rest of the castles. No. Oh, the ones that are coming? Yeah, Kaphras and Karshan are coming still. Tips against Awakened Nova. Ooh. Don't desync, man. That's the best I could tell you. Awakened Novas are really fast, so it's the desync that's the problem. But a lot of their movement is forward movement. Pay attention to their buff bar. When they have Excel on, they're going to be very difficult to grab. So do not go for grabs on Excel. If you see them switch their sword, if you see them to pull their shield out and you see pawns appear, they're coming to grab you. That is a stance switch to engage a grab, and that's it. So if you see those abilities come out, they're going for a grab. Once the grab's on cooldown, you can press them at close range. They will pass through you, so be wary of using frontal guard movement because they will knock you over during it. Because they'll pass right through you and CC you through it. So, any idea what recommended AP for Castle Zone will be? It's going to be higher than everything else. It's going to be higher than Orbiter, I'm sure. So, I don't know. Because we're not even grinding at cap here, their Spell Jinxer. So, I have a feeling it's going to be higher than Orbiter. Like, I got here and I was already under the spell cap, or under the damage cap. It'll probably be like 1900 if I had to guess. I think I got to update my gear since last time. I don't know if I did. I might not have. Oh, so you solar flare, then hold space and W space. Yeah, you never let go of spacebar. Watch. You solar flare, you hold spacebar down, and then you don't let go until you armor break. And then you switch to right click, from left click to right click there, Dasher. That's the way to do it. It's super easy to do once you've done it. But you have to have the abilities unlocked or the flow won't work. Let me see if I can't pull up my skill guide. Edit UI, current key input, skill log. Okay. Watch. I gotta move that over. I'll move the skill log over. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, I'll fix it. I just need to get to the point where I can do that without dying. Once that golem goes away, we'll be fine. There. Sometimes I miss the overwhelm input, so I'll just add it to the end of the Heaven's Cleave. Is that helping you, Dasher? Does that, seeing it like that, help? I hope it does. And you can clip it if you want to, man. Slow it down however you need to. Reverse engineer the combo, write it down. I have the combo written down in text if you want to DM me on Discord. I could just give you a text message version of it. Maybe I'll do a short about it. But what's the command for the skill list? I don't have like a text command. I'm saying I have it written down. I could just DM it to you if you DM me on Discord. My Discord is just at Zeroden. Maybe you know any Awakened Nova player. There was Camilla Flowers that played it, but he only plays during AOS. There's not many Awakened Warrior streamers that I know of off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. Chris, who's an Awakened Warrior, Chris? Do you know any Awakened Warrior? Awakened Nova, yeah, Awakened Nova. Who's a good Awakened Nova? Yeah, there's not many. Yeah, I'm saying they got nerfed hard, so I don't really know many. There you go. Yeah, I recommended Camilla Flowers already. Yeah, Flower Cam. He's only up during AOS though. Yeah. Yeah, 18 minutes left of this grind, and we are done for the evening. We'll work on getting our crystals up. Not our crystals, but our light stones, and that should be a wrap. Does his Twitch have the same name? I think it's Camilla Flowers on Twitch. Right, Chris? It's Camilla Flowers on Twitch, right? Sorry, it's Flower Cam on Twitch. Flower Cam. I haul my life skilling light stones done except for my alchemy. I need to get the new ones for my. I think the new ones are just XP though, right? Like the new pre-owned ones. I need to get those. Chris, can you spell it? Flower Cam. Long is asking. Sorry, Chris is sitting next to me. I'm asking her to spell it so I don't die, because I will die out here. I will die if I stop to type. So I'm trying to support you. Just give me a second. I think I did it right. The Magna skill seemed to activate quick attack. The Magna skill activates very quickly off of two things. It activates off of Dusk Slash very fast, or it activates off of Hotkey very fast. Or Counter Slash, sorry. If you do Counter Slash Magnus ability, it activates very quickly. Here, I'll demonstrate it here again. Watch this. This is Dusk Slash Magnus ability and then Ground Slam. They're really fast together. I like to do those into a C-swap. Yeah, man. Good luck. Good luck. I hope you find the Awakened Nova, the elusive Awakened Nova streamer that you're looking for. So rare. There we go. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. The Awakened Nova community is pretty down bad right now. There's not a lot of them. Thanks. Good to know what combos to add to my list. I don't think I'm fast enough to pull them off like you do. It's actually not that complicated if you do it the way that I do it. But the way that I do it is very weird for most people. I streamline my things for ergonomics, and it might seem like it's a lot, but it's actually not. As you can see from the keys on the screen, you see everything's kind of in a weird spot. Like I have in mouse function 2, right? Number pad 1 and 2. I'm not actually pressing those buttons. Those are macroed on my mouse. It's very doable, Dasher. It's just muscle memory. You'll get there. It took me a while to get this down as well. Plays Awaken Nova out of spite and has tons of gear while trying to advocate for the class. Yeah, I get it, Cass. That's cool. I think that's good. I think that's what we need. We need people who are willing to stick on to something, even if it's not ideal. See ya, Cass. I should probably try and find a Suck Megu streamer so I can get good. I don't play Suck Megu. I feel like it's a pretty popular class. I just don't know who plays it. Nice, the Debo sold. Let's see if I have anything else to put up. I don't. Yep. Almost. Almost. I don't think we have enough for another attempt, sadly. I think we do have enough time for one more rotation, though. I like this song so much. So that part's the best part. I'll be king when dogs get wings. Humility. Meanwhile, he's singing about how good it is to be king. I love it. What I need is more gear than anything is better than but that involves grinding. Not necessarily, Imaginarium. You could just join. You could do boss rushes. That's money. It's a lot of money. Not grinding. Imagine, have you given any thought to perhaps joining the Hunters? I think you'd make a great one, given how much you love this community and we love you back. Permafisher money, same. Honestly, I'd never grinded before, really. I grind, but I'm saying, like, I don't really grind much. This is the most I've ever grinded, I think, in all of my BDO career. And I've been playing BDO since it launched. I've never grinded this much. Hands down, bar none, this is the most I've ever grinded in like a couple of weeks. I'm actually like grinding daily right now, not PvPing, because I'm focused. I have a goal. Well, that's going to suck for you, Afi, because that's a requirement. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, if you can't follow the protocols, it's fair. Part of what makes it not for everybody has that requirement. For Aetheron Castle is a better Awake or Suck Warrior. Suck Warrior is a better grinder, period, in every area right now. They're just a better grinder. They have more monster damage modifiers, especially after the last buffs. The last buffs made them really good. Last round of buffs were dope for Suck Warrior. It's actually a real chill grinder now. You're welcome. We killed that golem really fast. Try grinding them from Aura. Nymphomar is easy. I think, in my opinion, it's pretty easy. So you should be all right, man. I don't know what your gear score is, Dasher, but good luck. First time, so I don't know how it'll end. Nymphomara has some interesting mechanics. Just understand that when you jump to the top of the tower, you're going into a free grind phase, so just chase down those guppies as they pop up. But other than that, it's just straight up a grind. And, oh, kill the flowers. As soon as the poison flowers pop up, you have to kill them. Otherwise, they're going to hurt you hard. They're going to hit you bad. So focus those flowers when they come up. You're praying the full bond drops. It dropped for me in the first hour there, so it might. I mean, I don't know what I've only grinded one time, so that was the time. That's the place where I got my bond though. I can't wait to try Aetheron. The visuals look really cool to me. I think the visuals look great there. Aetheron? Definitely. It's cool as hell. Yeah, grinding mobs and getting Edania seals everywhere every few minutes feels good. It's like grinding cron stones. Yeah, dude, that's true, actually. I really, really do like that about this event. It does feel super rewarding to do because you're getting a lot of cron stones from the Edania stuff. You're right. I'm there with you. Everyone's getting the crystals on the first hour there. You, Armin, Arian. Yeah, just but here I pitied my crystal. I pitied my Jin crystal, so take that for what it is, I guess. I wasn't totally carried. Enhanced my armor earlier, went from pry back to base. Oof. Unlucky, dude. Did you not cron protected? You're talking about the new armor or Fallen God? This is all of them. It's all of them right there. I'm 1487 with consumables, but there's still a ways to go. Fair. I dodged the buff like an idiot. New armor. I play on the top. Oh, bro. If you're not in a hurry to upgrade your shit, I suppose that's fine, but no way. Not with the rarity of the stones. There's no way I would ever do that. Given that the stones you can only get once a week, you could set yourself back months doing that. Per armor. I'm cron protecting the shit out of mine. There's no chance. No chance of eating a downgrade. Yeah, Red, I would highly recommend not doing that way. Don't with the rarity of the stones, you can't protect every tap except for pry, obviously. but you Chron Protect every tap. There's no reason not to. Where to grind with 352 AP, Golden Pig Cave, DSR, freaking Highlands, Doketi, Aetheron. Yeah, all those places. What's my total? Like my total AP? Oh, okay. Yeah, me too, Imagine. This song's jam. It's a very chill jam. Guys, just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the vibe, if you like the cut of my jib, if you like the way I sound, if you like the stream, hit that follow button, guys. Hit that follow button. Make sure you come back, man. I have no stream without you guys. I rely on you. We have never view-botted, so I need you guys. I'm behind the game. I need real people to watch because I don't have any view-bots. Shit, I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, no, I do appreciate everyone here, man. If you guys are enjoying yourself, make sure you follow. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Do come back. I do put up shorts content pretty much every day or every other day. I sometimes take 2 days off on the weekend, but we put up short contents pretty often. So, guys, if you're enjoying yourselves, come by. Ellie! It's about time. Ellie, I have a confession to make, and I feel really sheepish about it, but now that you followed me, I feel like it's fair. I wanted to follow you, but I didn't want to see you. I didn't want you to see that I haven't followed you yet, so I didn't follow you. So I've just been coming to your streams without following. Imposter syndrome. That's hilarious, dude. I was like, I'm shy. I don't want to be busted out here. I'm doing it right now. Like, I'm doing it right now. Oh, there we go. I was like, I don't want her to know I'm not following already, so I just don't. That's so funny, dude. Red Dasher, thank you for the follow, man. MReb, MR3B Games, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Elliot, as always, thank you. Thank you. That's so funny, dude. Truly parasocial moment. Oh my goodness. Oh, my pets are starving. Sorry, pets. I'm always like, I'll do it when he's offline. Same. I was like, maybe if I do it in the middle of the night, but like, I also know that the first thing I do when I go live is open up my stream manager to do the pop outs. And like, I always see everyone who followed when I was offline. But like, that's how I caught the BDO bot in my chat right away. And I was like, that's weird. Right? Because like I pull up the stream manager and the stream manager showed me who's in the viewer list. And I'm like, Pearl Abyss bot. I'm like, is this fake? So I posted about it in the partner chat. I'm like, hey, is this fake? And then I DM'd Corruption. And she was like, oh yeah, we were going to announce something about that. I was like, okay, cool. So I'll wait for the announcement. And then they never announced anything. So I was like, hey, were you going to like announce something? Or she's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, cool. Well, thanks, I guess. Oh, Jesus. I'm glad you guys can get along even after that heated conversation in the podcast. I wasn't really like heated. I wasn't really emotionally invested either way. I'm going to be honest with you, Afi. I don't feel the same way about some things that Blue does. Like, I understand why he does what he does. I understand why he feels uppity about it, but I also don't care. Like, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't matter to me. If it ends up coming out that everyone's view botting and I'm not, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm worried about what I'm doing. I'm the type of person, and this is my mindset, and it's not everyone's mindset, and I respect that. You have your perspective, I have mine. I'm not worried about what's in my neighbor's bowl unless they don't have enough to eat. That's my mindset. So like, I'm not looking at what you're eating unless you're not eating enough. Then I'm looking at what you're eating to try and give you what I got. I'll give you a primary example. I'm Zen is a fantastic streamer. I love I'm Zen. I hang out in his chat all the time. He's such a good streamer. He does so many things on BDO, both console and on PC. He leads his own guild. He's like myself, active duty military. He is currently overseas. So he's streaming on an overseas schedule. It's hard for him to hold up the NA schedule. That's why I love Zen. So in my opinion, Zen is not eating enough. There's not enough people watching what he does. And I love watching him grow right now because he is growing. He's doing more things for his stream. He's doing more things to improve. Go away, Joey. Go. Get the fuck out of here. But he doesn't get enough, in my opinion. That's the kind of somebody who I worry about what's in their bowl because I don't think they're eating enough. So that's my mindset. If somebody's doing awesome, I'm not the first person to be like, I think that person's cheating. Now, when I feel like someone's cheating, and it's obvious to me, I will openly make fun of them because I know they're cheating. And an example of that is when what's her face? It's Nikki was streaming. She was streaming originally to like 12 people, and then overnight she was streaming to like 400. And I'd go into her chat and it was fucking dead as shit, except for other content creators, and they're trying to figure out why the fuck she was so popular. And she had streamed for months to nobody, and then she had suddenly gained view bots. And I was like, okay, that motherfucker's cheating. And not just that, but her personality was really evident to me. It wasn't just the numbers. Numbers are one thing. People can get rated. There's a lot of reasons why somebody's numbers can inflate. They can get rated. Maybe they just got more popular. They put out a new video on YouTube. They've started marketing in a different way. There is so many ways that somebody can gain views that is not obvious to people, right? And that's why I'm not quick to call it a cheater. But if your personality is histrionic, and I see you trying to suck the freaking juice, the man love out of every streamer in your chat or every other streamer's chat, it's obvious to me that you're not legitimate. And it's like there's a difference between somebody organically just hanging out in the chat and just being chatty and just being participant and not seeking individual attention, and somebody being there for attention. There's totally different perspectives. I feel like our chat is very genuine, but every once in a while we'll get somebody in here that is looking for attention. And I'm very quick to call them out too when they come in. I'm like, bro, are you just looking for special attention? She was simply feasting, bro. You crazy. So like that is my mindset. Now, yeah, he's a grower, not a shower, right? I mean, even like if you look at my stats, like I'm very aware of my stats. I have a very slow curve. When I start up, our numbers grow over the entire stream very slowly. And if we get a raid, we get a quick bump. But other than that, it's very slowly. If you look at my charts, it's very slowly. And I never looked at my charts until after that podcast. I was like, maybe I should look at my charts. I was like, yeah, that's about what I expected. My shit's all over the place. I'm okay with that. You need attention? Ooh, I know you do, Afy. I know you like it, bro. But you know what? I like giving you attention because you're our good night kiss streamer. So don't leave. I'm giving you a good night kiss before it's over. Or our good night kiss viewer, I should say. But yeah, so like my position on that is, like I said, it's very different. Blue is what I call king making. He's very concerned. It's not my phrase. I can't take credit for it. I actually heard it first from Tectone. And he's taking a hiatus right now. But he talked about king making. And what king making is when you are the king of the category, when you're at the top of that category, people come to you right away. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care if they come to me right away. I like that if people come to me naturally, they're going to come for me. That's all it comes down to. Hey, how's it going, Max? How you doing, buddy? If they're going to come to my stream, they're going to come naturally, whether I'm at the top of the category or not, right? I don't feel like me being at the top of the category might help me find the general viewer, but I don't really care for the general viewer, if I'm being honest, because most people are jerks. The people that we end up with that end up sticking around our stream, I feel like we have a really, really good viewership. I feel like the people on our chat are fucking awesome. Sometimes they're psychotic, but they're psychotic in the fun, endearing way, not in the sad, depressing way. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it, I guess. And I know that's not, sorry, I lost my point for a second. So Blue sees himself as a kingmaker. So what he does is he views streaming and viewers as very competitive. And that's not wrong. It's not a bad thing that he sees it as competitive. That's just how he sees it. I don't see it that way. I don't see myself as in competition with Ellie or Nakujin or Kayla, or Kalia, I should say, or Goldstein. I don't see myself as in competition with them. I see myself as another VTuber in the category for them. If people come to BDO and they start watching, like Ellie has a huge viewership. If people start watching her and they start playing Black Desert Online because maybe they watched her for VTube content and they start playing Black Desert Online and they like VTubers, you know where they're going to come? They're going to look at other VTubers in the category and they might find me. And I'm okay with that. And it's the same way with Zen. I'm okay with that too. And most people in the chat are probably going to watch more than just me. They're not going to watch just Zeroden. They're going to watch multiple people on at the same time. Even I do this. When I'm watching Twitch, I'm usually in like 3 or 4 different people's chats at the same time. And I have them at different volume levels depending on how involved in the conversation I am, right? If I'm hanging out in Blue's chat and I'm having a conversation with Blue, I have him turned up all the way. If I go to Choice's chat and I say hello, I turn him up all the way and I turn Blue down halfway. It's just so I can hear both. You know, these are just examples. So I guess my perception on how that is like I said, it's a little bit different. But yeah, that's all it comes down to. I just see things differently, I suppose. I'm not in competition with these folks, and nor do I want to be.
I'm obsessive about detail. No one keeps...
Sorry, I yapped hard. I ranted for a bit. I think it's unhealthy and I couldn't do it. It would be too stressful seeing other creators as competition. Yeah, not just that, but like being obsessed with your own numbers is really, really, it could be damaging, right? Like if you're looking at your numbers and your numbers suddenly change to like, if I suddenly was streaming at 300 people a week or a day, right? And then the ViewBot thing goes on and it's suddenly at 150. If I was obsessing over numbers, I'd be like, I would be thinking, what am I doing wrong? How did I lose 150 viewers? What did I do wrong? What could I do better? Right? That's my mentality. What can Zeroden do better as a streamer? So I have found things that I feel like that you guys, the viewership, enjoy. You guys like when I'm positive about tips, things that I feel are obvious, I didn't realize were not obvious to most people. So now I start spelling things out more. I talk about the abilities I'm using, or I talk about the add-ons that I have, or I talk about the crystals that I have. And I realize that there's a type of viewer that just comes in strictly looking for that information. And they want to watch a streamer who's going to give them that information. You know, so it's not just that. Like I've talked about a ton of things on the stream. I talk about helping people buy houses, you know, advice to how to buy houses, financial advice. I've given all that stuff out on stream. So I find that you guys enjoy that stuff. And when we make the shorts content or even the long form content, focusing on those topics that are more broad, that's something that you guys really enjoy. And then one thing that I see is people that find me on YouTube after that content usually come here. And even the streams that were like controversial with yapping and whatever, like people being weird about it or whatever. I've also found that just having the discussion, I like to have a rational voice because I'm not invested in it. So to bring it back to the original conversation, I'm not invested in the way that people are perceived or perceive me. I enjoy my community and I'm happy with my community. If my community grows, I'm happy. That's all it comes down to. So when I talk about the dramas and shit, I'm not doing it with the intent to tear anyone down. I don't have a hidden agenda. There's not like a secondary motive for me to like subtly dig at somebody. I don't give a fuck, right? If somebody's being fucking crazy, then I'm gonna say what your take is insane, but I will not go after the person. I'll go after the argument each time. If Blue, for example, has a bad take, I'm not gonna say you're a fucking piece of shit, you're a narcissist. I won't do that. What I will say is that argument makes you appear narcissistic. That argument is bad because it does X, Y, and Z things. It is a self-defeating argument. I will always attack the discussion and not the player, not the person arguing. And I feel like that makes it very obvious that I'm not so judgmental of the person because I don't care. My exception, however, is where somebody starts to cross the line. When it's something involving children, when it's something involving sexual harassment, like those are lines for me. If somebody's obviously blatantly racist, or if they're going after somebody's real life, if they're attacking their income, if you're primarily a streamer and they're coming after your money, like those to me that's giga fucking cringe. And my response to that is you are a negative entity. You are doing negative content creation when you do that. And that's part of what I didn't like about when we were doing our podcast. It's the only thing I really didn't enjoy was listening to Jinai threaten Blue and then say she's not threatening him. I'm like, you did threaten him. You just said that you made a veiled threat. Like that's what that was. And Blue's response, in my opinion, was fair. Did I agree with everything he said? No. On the large, I don't think he and I agreed on a lot of things. And that's okay. If you go to his viewership, he uploaded the recording of the video of us talking about it. And people, for whatever reason, thought I was moderating a debate. I'm like, motherfucker, I wasn't moderating shit. This was my stream. They were in my chat. I just invited them on because I was like, that's content. As from the content creator's perspective, we're already talking about people like we would talk about them privately. We just did it in public. I'm like, if they're in my chat, great. And they want to talk, even better. Come on, let's talk, right? What I should have done is brought them into my Discord so that I could have set some ground rules for the conversation. But I wasn't moderating a fucking debate. I was there to eat popcorn and laugh. If you watch that video again, if you watch my version of that video, bro, I'm fucking dying laughing sometimes. There's moments in that video where I'm just when Jinai said, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Blue, bro, I was like, fucking fine. I was like, fine, bro. You want to be rude to me? Be my fucking guest. I've been helping you out. I'm trying to soften your fucking message for you. You want to make yourself look like a dipshit? Be my guest. But I don't think that Jenai is a bad person, even if she does be you about. I don't really care if she does. I let out a big scream when I heard his name. I was trying to help her. I was like trying to soften her message up because I know what she meant, but it wasn't what she was saying. So I was trying to help her. You know, I was like, all right, man, whatever. I was like, that's you. You want to do it, be my guest. I'm not going to fight you on it. If you want to step on your own crank, that's your call to make. You know, that's my mindset. But yeah, no, I mean, that was, for me, it was fun. So instead of, if you go to, like I said, if you go to Blue's version of that video, a lot of people in Blue's version of that video was saying like, oh, this Zeroden guy is this, he's that, he's that. I'm like, I wasn't moderating a debate. They're like, he's a bad moderator. I was like, I wasn't moderating shit. I was there to eat popcorn and be entertained, and I didn't want it to devolve into a shit show. That's all. I just wanted to be entertaining, and it was entertaining for me. And instead of being thankful that we had that content, because we wouldn't have had that content had Lunar and I had been talking, we wouldn't have had that content at all. And the other thing too is they really roasted Lunar in both of our videos, to be honest. They were roasting the shit out of Lunar. But also, without Lunar, none of that would have happened. We would never have, we would not, the first Blood Moon podcast wouldn't have happened, and the second one wouldn't happen. And when the third one does happen, it will probably be because Lunar brought something to me. A streamer brings something to my attention, and instead of choosing to talk about it behind closed doors like everyone is already fucking doing, I just do it in public. I'm like, fuck it. We'll talk about it in public. I'm going to say what I think. Right? And I'm not doing it. It's like, to some extent, it's a reaction stream until it's not. We're reaction streaming until those people show up in the chat. And then it's not a reaction stream anymore. And then it's a fun podcast. Like, we're just discussing it amongst each other until another person shows up. And then we're like, all right, it's fucking game on. Let's, you know, I'm all like, let's do this fucking thing. I'm in. That's content, baby. All right. Before I disappear for the evening, guys, we do have one thing I have to do. I have one thing I got to do before I go away. All right. And everyone that's not Afy, close your eyes. It's not for you. All right. Close your eyes. Afy, I'm going to lean in for this one, buddy. All right. Everyone else should have their eyes closed. No one can see me. Afy, you have a good night, pal. You rest well. Sleep good, buddy. There you go. Sleep well. All right, guys. Hey, everyone that was here today, thank y'all for joining me. I don't have a stream without you guys. So as always, everyone that dropped bits, that dropped subs, that followed today, that lurked, if you just lurked, I legitimately owe my stream to you. So with that said, guys, God bless y'all. Have a great night. I will be back on Friday. Actually, let me do one thing before I leave. I didn't shout Chris out last time. I'm going to shout her out this time. Shout out Chrysidra Hunter. If you like me, Chrysidra's a better streamer than I am. She's a way better streamer than I am. Follow her. She's better than I am. She yaps more than me. She's more entertaining. She's funny. She's my wife, my significant other. I love the hell out of her. Follow her. I guarantee you, if you like my shit, you're going to like her shit too. All right. All right, guys. Have a great night, everybody. God bless y'all, and I will see you on my next adventure. We are going to raid somebody, so hang around for that raid. Let's see what we're going to raid here. Hopefully my boys are streaming. Let's see who's streaming right now. Let's see here. Yeti's up. He's doing good, though. I want to raid somebody who's not doing, like, amazing. Let's see here. We'll raid Yeti. We like Yeti, man. We'll raid Yeti. Guys, when we get in there, say, We're coming in from the greatest adventurer. He knows we're the greatest adventurer. Hit him with those raid emotes. Hit him with those Zeroden raid emotes. My brave souls. Hit him with the Zeroden raid.